call it bass boat.
Bass boating?
Have you ever seen a bass boat go down the water and everything like that?
Oh, and he nailed it. Oh, shit. Hashtag bass boat.
If you're gonna put it in the box, put it in the box.
I really don't know what he said at the end of this. I don't think he knows what he said either. I really don't know.
Hey, we got any more beer in here?
Everybody, this is Beryl, the Retro Guy, host of the Morning Roast Radio Show, and you're locked in to the So Smoking Gooder Show. Give it to them, fellas.
Hey, we got any more beer in here?
Hey, what's up? I'm Cosmo, and you're watching the So Smoking Gooder Show. So grab a drink, park your ass, and don't forget to smash that subscribe button and ring that bell so you don't miss a thing.
If you're gonna put it in the box, put it in the box.
Hey, what's up? I'm Cosmo, and you're watching the So Smoking Gooder Show. So grab a drink, park your ass, and don't forget to smash that subscribe button and ring that bell so you don't miss a thing.
Hi, I'm Janice Mella, from Smell Like You from Canada, and you are watching So Smoking Gooder Show.
Hey, what's up, Gooder Gang? I'm Curtis McBlain. And I'm Andrew Stewart. And we're the Mullet Shakers from Atkins, Texas. And you're watching the So Smoking Gooder Show.
Are you ready to turn up the heat?
1. Let's go!
Because you've just tuned in to the one and only So Smoking Gooder Show. We're coming to you live from Bullhorn Barbecue headquarters in Cypress, Texas. This is the show where we talk all things barbecue and brews, and you better believe we're here to have a good time. Get ready for the man who knows barbecue like the back of his hand, the guy who can tell you the difference between an IPA and a stout blindfolded, and the life of every party, your barbecue pitmaster and the host with the most, Rob Arocha. Whether you're part of the Gooder Gang or just here for the special guest, barbecue competition updates, or maybe even to rate some boxes, strap in, fire up those smokers, and crack open a cold one, because the So Smoking Gooder Show starts now.
All right, welcome to the show. We are back. Hurricane Beryl, come and gone. Still a lot of reminiscences of him in the Houston area. Still people, believe it or not, without power. We did shut down the show last week. We did have power, but we had no internet. So we got it back Thursday. So we're back here tonight doing the show. Welcome to the show. I'm glad you guys stuck around. I hope you didn't miss us too badly in the week hiatus. But we're back, and I'm glad to be back. My name is Rob Arocha. I am coming to you from the Bullhorn Worldwide headquarters here in Cypress, Texas. I am going to be without Eddy Morales. He sent me a text earlier today, and I did not check it. I'm sorry, Eddie. Ty had to tell me about, I don't know, 7 minutes ago, right before the show started, that Eddie will not be on tonight. That's okay. That is okay. We've got another guest host lined up for us. He was just going to be a special little rate my boxers, not the RA grape word. We're actually going to rate boxes tonight. We've got quite a bit of boxes that have been sent to us, and we'll see how long we go. We're probably not going to be able to get to all of them. Let's get producer Ty in here before we get started here. What's up, Ty? How are you, my man?
What's going on, Rob?
How did you survive Hurricane Beryl?
Well, my power came back on Thursday. We had a generator though, so it was just hot. But we were doing all right. I mean, it's crazy that there's still people without power after.
Isn't that nuts?
Yeah,
nuts. But shout out to the linemen that are doing their jobs. I'd hear from, I think, Josh. 360 Barbecue, James Powell. Is a lineman. He is out there doing God's work right now for us right now, just getting people back up and running. Shout out to James Powell, 360 Barbecue, and all the linemen out there doing their job. And he's like, hey guys, we're literally about 12 days in. That is phenomenal to have, they were like 1.8 million people without power. I think we're down to like 50,000 people without power. So shout out to the linemen doing their work and coming into town and doing that for us here in the Houston area. We hope everybody survived that pretty unscathed, maybe lost some power. Hope nobody got injured or anything like that. But shout out to everybody on there. And if you do have, shout out to one of our newer sponsors right now, Laredo Roofing Company. I don't know if they're in the house right now, but they spread out throughout Texas. So if you do have any, there he is right there. If you have any roofing issues, some damage, if you need a roof replaced, you got some shingles that are there, you got a leak in there, contact Armando and Enrique over with Laredo Roofing Company. They can get you hooked up. Let's keep it in house. Let's keep it in the Gooder gang, guys. If you do have some roofing issues right now, Laredo Roofing Solutions is your answer. And of course, that was the first one. That's a B in the alphabet of storms that are coming. So that was just a B. We probably, hopefully we don't see any more, but there's a good possibility that people listening will need some roofing solutions. So there you go. That's your people to contact, Laredo Roofing Solutions. All right. So Ty, you're good. You're good to go.
All right. Appreciate it, bro.
Thank you very much. I didn't mean he was good to go like right now, but he's good.
I do have one note.
Oh, let's hear it.
We have 32 boxes. So we may not get to all your boxes tonight. So if we don't hit your boxes tonight, don't get too mad at me. I'll keep them. But just send me your best box from now on. I've got people sending 4 boxes, and I'm super grateful for all the turnout, the conversations I've had with people about their boxes, how this segment has helped people. I'm looking at these boxes. You can definitely tell if we were to go back and do a metric on how much the boxes have changed for the better since we've started this segment. I don't know if it's just coincidence, but I believe this segment helps, and it's fun to do. But send me your best one every week, please, guys.
Absolutely. There you heard it from producer Ty. You can find him, Martin Cobb, on Facebook. That's where you actually need to send your boxes to. That way I don't know whose boxes they are. And like he mentioned, if you got 4, 3, 2, just pick 1 or 2, please, and send those in. We have 32 on the tap tonight. We're going to do a straight rate my box show tonight. I do have some guests lined up next week and the week after. And because of the uncertainty about, what was going on, I didn't want to book anybody this week. And I know everybody loves to rate my box. So we're going to do a straight first ever rate my box show without our co-host, Mr. Eddie Morales. But I do have a good fill-in. I do have a great fill-in. He's been a co-host of the show numerous times. We're going to bring him on right now. He was just going to be a special guest for Rate My Box, but now he is thrust into the role of So Smoking Gooder Show co-host, and we're talking about our man out of Midland, Texas, Mr. Aaron Leslie. Let's bring him on, producer Ty. Aaron in the house. What is up, my
What's
man?
up, bitches? What's
up, bitches?
What's up?
What you got? Oh, I see some brown water already.
You know what, man? I tell you what, it's just that kind of night. I'm just saying, a little brown water, touch of Sprite. We're in good.
Cheers. Click
Cheers,
your phone,
man.
bro. Click your video. Clears.
Cheers.
Cheers. I swear I've been drinking. This is my first one. First one of the night. What's up, Aaron? How are things with you, man? What's
God,
wrong with Texas? oil dust.
We are busier than a one-arm paper hanger.
Glad to hear that.
I'm telling you, man, it's just we just got a little rain shower here lasted about 30, 45 minutes, and the dirt blew in first. Of course, that we got northerner coming in. It's kind of from the
I didn't know it
northwest,
rained in Midland.
You know, every now and then we get blessed, and makes a lot of mud balls if it isn't a long rain. But it stayed around long enough. So this huge red dirt cloud came from the south, and when it did, it just blew in, just red mud, and then you could smell the rain, and then the rain came in from the north. So we had a good little shower for about 45 minutes to an hour, and washed everything off. And man, temperatures dropped. Cheers.
I didn't even give you. I'm springing this on you right now as we talk. Give me a little 1 minute Texas oil dust promotion. You know, talk about your rubs, your sauces, where they can find it. Give me a 1 minute run on Texas oil dust. I love it. You know, I love it. I use it all the time.
Well, I appreciate it. So I'm Aaron Lester, Texas Oil Dust out of Midland, Texas. And, you know, you can go to texasoildust.com. Check us out. We got about 13, 14 products. We got a few more on the way, but we're a competition team. But I started out as a catering company. Just kind of fell into something and built something out of nothing. And here we are. You know, we got a lot of rubs and injections and barbecue sauces. And we love to compete. We love to spread barbecue, the word of barbecue. And love to teach people how to cook, you know, and talk the barbecue love. So all in all, I mean, it's a great hobby and a great business, and I'm proud and blessed to be able to do this all the time. So you can find us just about anywhere in Texas, but a lot of big stores. I don't know, you know, I'm rambling on, but it's a I'm just swiveling, man. I don't know what
it's a great product. You got a lot of TOD people in the house in the comments right now. The Gooder Gang is checking in. What's up, Brian Moyers? That's my good friend out of Dallas. Daddy Dutch in the house. Hey, Aaron, he dubbed you as one of the top 500 Texas cooks.
Top 500, yeah.
Top 500, bro.
I'm probably around 495 to 498. I mean,
you cracked Daddy Dutch's top 5, not top 5. Top 500, bro. How's that make you feel? How you feel about that, bro?
I mean, you know, I cracked the top 500. Damn, I didn't. I guess I'm honored. I don't know how to say that.
Daddy Dutch doing you dirty with the top 500.
I'll tell you what. Next time I see him, I'll kick him in the kneecap.
Well, you know I love you, man, and you got some amazing products. Your Black Gold, the Wildcatter. You guys know that I am a nice little open steak cook, and Wildcatter is Black Gold is all over that. It's all over my brisket as well. Aaron told me one time, I'm going to drop a hint here. If you like garlic butter on a steak, which who doesn't, sprinkle a little Wildcatter in your butter, right?
Man, I call it bull butter. I have a butter concoction, and I got 4 ingredients in that thing, and I call it bull butter. And man, I've been using it for about 4.5, 5 years, and I love it. It goes on every steak I turn in. So,
well, before we get to the rate my boxes, we're going to talk some Texas barbecue. Lots going on in the Texas barbecue scene. We just had IBCA. They wrapped up their points chase for 2023, 2024. Shout out to Randall Kendrick with Hideaway Ranch Cookers.
Shout out, Randall.
Ira Green was second. I guess we'll call him RGC, right? Second place in the Cooker of the Year for the IBC Challenge. Randall actually leapfrogged him on the last week of the tournament. Man, that is heartbreaking. Sorry, I just burped. That is heartbreaking for Ira, but it is so cool for Randall for that to happen on the last week of the deal. That's how close these. There goes Aaron. Oh, that's how close these races are, right? It come right down to the wire in the IBCA. It's come down to the wire in CBA, KCBS, all of it. If you guys are chasing points, it's tough to take a weekend off, man, especially you're trying to up your standings, right? At one point, I feel like you start competing against yourself because you're wanting to knock off, for example, in IBCA, you want to knock off your bottom 12th, 11th placing. CBA, you want to knock off your 9th and 10th placing, but it comes right down to the wire. Shout out to Randall Kendrick with Hideaway Ranch Cookers for winning the IBCA 23-24 Cooker of the Year. You cook a lot of IBCAs, man?
I do. I don't cook that many of. I really, this first 6 months, 7 months of the year, I've really focused more on. You know me. I only cook state championships. So if it has a state championship icon out, that's all I'm going to. I haven't cooked. I don't think I've only cooked 1 or 2 contests that probably didn't make a state championship, but they all were state championship certified, right? So I've done some IBCAs, which I just cooked this past weekend with the new IBCA scoring system. I've been doing a lot of Outlaws and Lone Stars because they are closer to me 5-6 hours versus some of the CBAs I want to go to. They're a lot further than that. So as I said, my rule is I don't skip one. I don't skip one to get to one unless it's just a huge payout. So I've done a lot of IBCAs.
Gooder Gang, we'll get to your shout outs here in just a moment. Let us know where you're watching from. I always love hearing that. This is a nationwide show, definitely a worldwide show at some of the deals, but absolutely. So talk about the new scoring system with IBCA. What did you know about it going into, and what did you learn? And I know you've only got one contest under your belt, but
I'll be honest with you.
Thoughts.
I think everybody turns around, and I got to turn this volume on. How do you turn the volume on?
Just
new scoring system with IBCA. What did you?
I had to go on to YouTube.
Man, that guy's got a good voice.
Yeah,
who the hell is
that?
What
Man,
are you listening to, Aaron?
Sucks. It's this handsome motherfucker.
He's got a radio voice, bro. Radio,
voice radio.
Oil dust.
I tell you, man. He, I didn't know much about. We heard, it's still a half chicken, okay, and we was like, it's still 8 ribs, it's still 8 slices of brisket, but you can put the ribs in the box any way you want. And you can put the brisket in the box any way you want. You can turn it left to right, up and down, flip it over. You can make little pinwheels if you want to. It just
you can do fat side up now, huh?
Yeah, well, I think I'm not mistaken. I'm pretty sure IBCA was fat side up or fat side down to begin with.
Okay.
But I don't quote me on that. I don't ever turn it fat side up.
Don't quote me on that because I ain't done shit.
Yeah, I know. But I mean, still, that so you can put your slices on the hinge forward. You can put them left to right. I mean, you can stack it in the box however you want to, as long as you got 8 slices in the box. So when they made that rule change, us CBA guys, KCBS cooks, that benefits us because now we know how to make 8 ribs look really sexy. We can make brisket look really good in a box. Even though you put it hinge to front, it doesn't really change much, but it still gives them a little opportunity. But the ribs, that was my biggest. I hit a first place rib this weekend there at Kennedale, when that rule change hit, I just knew it was coming. I knew what I was going to do. And I stuck them sexy some bitches in the box, and it was gone.
Well, if we misspeak, Miss Jen Lee's in the comments. She is a head judge for
Good.
IBCA.
And that'll be good for she can ad lib any rules in there that might be in anything that's said. But I tell you, I liked it. I mean, I'll be honest with you, I liked it. I mean, you have 5 judges, but you're gonna have that one judge that just doesn't like shit.
Always. That's judge number 6, bro.
And judge number 5 in this case. And so it's like a 8-7-7 on chicken. The rest of them were good score. I'm like, okay, But I mean, still, I liked it. The judges gave some good feedback that did judge, and we actually got to talk to them a little bit on the background. And so it's that it was interesting because there's no second round, but we're used to that. So I think with the KCBS side, the CBA side, you're kind of used to that single bite round entry anyways. So it's going to benefit a lot of other cooks where, sometimes that second round may not taste the same way.
Don't pinwheel, bro. Don't do that.
Yeah, I'm not going to. We made fun, little roses, right? We're like, I can take that slice, I can roll it up there. I said, no, I can't. That bitch is going to break up every 2 inches. It's going to be a broken piece of brisket. But
that's one of those things that sound good in your head, and you can visualize it, and it probably looks amazing. But then you get like that thing you see on everywhere, and then you do it, and it's like that thing from Timo, whatever people are saying. It just looks completely horrible. Horrible.
Ira Green came in, stomped our ass, had a first chicken, he had a first brisket, and I don't know, maybe a top 3 or top 5 rib, but I tell you what, it was good. I cooked out of a canopy, my Jambo, a drum, and just kind of roll with it. So it was a good time, and I stayed on sport overall, but it's going to get better. They're gonna work on it, and it's going to be
it's the first event. First event. Yeah. Shout out to IBCA for making changes.
No, it's great. It really was.
I know some weren't like excited about changes, but change is hard. Change is hard for a lot of people. So give it a shot. Give it a shot. Go cook it, and then make your own decisions if that's something that you want to pursue. The Gooder Gang is chiming in right now. But before we get to the Gooder Gang, I want to give some shout outs to our sponsors for 24, 25. Ty, if you can play some background music and drop Ron, I'll keep Ron in there. I'm going to play the slide. And we're going to give some shout outs to I haven't got a true video slide yet. And I want, if you're a sponsor of the show, I want a 1 minute, 1.5 minute clip of your event or your whatever it may be. We'll get to that here in just a moment. Well, let me come back over to number one, not in any particular order. Texas Oil Dust. We just talked about Ron in the house. Thank you. This is year number 3, I believe, for Texas Oil Dust in the house. We just talked about his rubs and seasonings. And I don't know if you're going to do a Bloody Mary thing or nothing, but man, the man's got it going on. Texas Red right there from Texas Oil Dust.
I'm just saying, it's coming.
And you can find that at the barbecue store in Hempstead. Texas Chrome Heroes Foundation, Joey Smith, Cassie Smith, everybody involved, Johnny and Patty Dunn, everybody involved with the Texas Chrome Heroes Foundation. What a great organization. They have spurred some quality competition cooks while they're trying to support and help our veterans. We got Josh Hale now. We got Carlos Calzada. We got Thin Blue Line and James, I believe. Shout out to the Texas Chrome Heroes Foundation. Texas Original Charcoal. That is my man, Joey Machado out of Seguin, Texas with Texas Original Charcoal. If you're not giving this charcoal a try, what are you waiting for? They've got some great briquettes. They've got great lump charcoal, burns hot, burns long, and it's just a wonderful product. Texas Original Charcoal, the Briscoe Ranch Cook-Off at the Crossroads, December 13th and 14th. You guys hear about that when we do the upcoming event segment. Shout out to Wade and his crew. Beautiful venue. It's all on concrete. They do a Friday night dinner. It's 2-time CBA event of the year. Shout out to Wade and the whole crew over at the Briscoe Ranch Cook-Off at the Crossroads. We got Smoking Magic out of Kansas City, Missouri. This is an up-and-coming team. But not only that, they have some wonderful product. Aaron, I kind of turned you on to something from them. Did you give that a run? How'd that go?
Yes. What did you turn me on to?
A little sauce. I don't want to give all of it away, but if you're not trying that, give it.
I will say that there was a nice combo in that second place chicken at San Antonio Rodeo.
There you go. It's in my arsenal in chicken. You should guys give that a try. I'm doing pretty well in chicken right now without even really cooking right now. Smoking Magic. There's Bree and Brad, Brianna V and Brad Coulter. Smoking Magic. We got the Navy SEAL Danny Dietz Memorial Classic, one of my favorite events of the entire year. This is going to be held at Jellystone Park in Waller, Texas. That is going to be September, let me get the dates right, 13th and 14th. Miss Jen Lee is in the comments. She is the promoter. It's going to be a KCBS event. We don't get many KCBS events down here in Texas. I know we got Cedar Park. We got this one right here in Waller. We got Lubbock. Not too many. But this is one you should definitely put on your calendar. It's at the Jellystone Park. Good family time. Great event. Finally got that monkey off my back last year with the first place rib. Shout out to the Navy SEAL Danny Dietz Memorial Classic. All right, we got a couple more here. Cosmos Q Products. I've been with Cosmos for quite a while. It's part of my arsenal for sure. If you're not, you guys know about Cosmos. Come on. Everybody knows about Cosmos. We'll get Cosmo back on the show here real soon. How about Grant Pinkerton? Pinkerton's Pit Barbecue. They're in San Antonio and Houston, Texas. They've got wonderful restaurants. Not only that, he is a competition cook. And not only that, he is one of the few Texas true whole hog cooks in the state. And there is I'm just going to tease it right now. We got a big whole hog event coming real soon. It's going to be first part.
You should have said not only that, because you've led with not only that the whole time. You should have said not only that, we have a huge.
Sorry. Not only that, we've got a huge. Keep me in line, co-host. Keep me in line. Saying, we've got a huge event coming in January. That's all I can say. August 1st, we'll have a big announcement for this. But there's a whole hog. If you're interested in cooking some whole hog, line your team up. Let's go. We want you. K&R Pipeline Services, Willie Richards. He doesn't care about anything about barbecue right now. I'm talking about sponsoring the show. He's just doing this because he's a friend of mine. So shout out to Willie Richards, K&R Pipeline Services. The barbecue store in Hempstead, hashtag where you go to win. Aaron, talk about the barbecue store. I know they do a lot of services for you, man.
Man, the barbecue store is awesome. Elena and Dustin do a damn good job. And you order today, you'll get it tomorrow. I mean, it's just that simple. I mean, it don't take very long to get it, and Elena busts her ass to get those orders shipped out. So you guys order from the barbecue store. Man, they got the products you need.
There's Greg Scallon checking in. He is the new man in charge of the Team Cosmos right there. Greg Scallon. Smoking Magic, I just talked about them. Look at that. They did well at the Jack with their product. So it's legit. People, you can find that at the barbecue store in Hempstead. Rebranded Promotions. Julie Stanley, if you need any shirts, hats, embroidery, whatever it may be, contact Rebranded Promotions. I feel like they're one and the same right there. We got Rec Tech. You guys know about Rec Tech, one of the best pellet smokers and grills on the market. The Chopping Block. This is a new one for us right now. Chopping Block Meat Martin in Victoria and Webster. John Turner and Sarah Joe. I don't know if they're in the comments right now. We'll get to that one, Jen. Promise you. But, man, they have been supplying my brisket. I hit a first-place brisket with a Rosewood Wagyu last weekend. Shout out to the Chopping Block Meat Market. You can find that also at the barbecue store in Hempstead. They've got a little satellite store at the barbecue store in Hempstead. All right, this is one that I really wanted to highlight right now, the All Fired Up. And we're going to highlight all these guys. This is just, we've got a year-long of sponsorships right now, but this is the All Fired Up Barbecue Benefit. And this is going to be held in Pleasanton, Texas in March, but they are a CBA-sanctioned cook-off where the art of barbecue meets the heart of giving. Established with a mission to support our neighbors in need, this cook-off has become a staple in Pleasanton's calendar. The cook-off is more than an event. It's a testament to the strength and compassion of our community. Throughout the 2-day event, we kick things off with a Friday night cornhole tournament and concert. Then Saturday night, we've got a silent auction to follow up on Saturday. Of course, the awards are going to be there. Together, we can make a difference one bite at a time. Make plans to attend. It's going to be March 21st, 22nd, 2025 off the Show Barn Road in Pleasanton, Texas. Aaron, did you ever cook turn and burn?
I think so, one time.
Oh, what a great event. And I know I've talked to the promoters and people surrounding the All Fired Up Benefit Cook-Off. They want to make this similar rival what we experienced Turn and Burn. Turn and Burn was one of the premier events in Texas. It's no longer a thing right now.
That's the one that gave the cast iron skillets and stuff for first place.
Yes,
trophy.
And it was part of the Western Wood series, all of it, man.
Yeah, I think I was 4th overall with a first place rib.
Missed out. I just talked about Laredo Roofing Solutions, guys. If you have any problems with your roofing, contact Laredo Roofing Solutions. Shingles, you got some damage, whatever it may be. Again, we're in B of the hurricane season, so hopefully we don't get any more that hit Texas, but it's a good possibility. Half-Fast Cookers is the guys I cook with at the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo. More to come on that. We'll have a Pitmaster party coming up this season. Of course, my day one, all one, B1, bull printing, wraps, and graphics. If you need any signs, banners, wraps, if you got a new trailer, you need some cool wrap on your trailer, these are the guys we talk with. Bull printing, wraps, and graphics. All right. Shout out to our 24, 25 sponsors. Last order of business before we get to rate my boxes. Shout out to the Gooder Gang. Aaron, you ready to do this, man?
Let's get it.
All right. These are the best part of our show. The Gooder Gang, the people that watch, we got 74K watching right now. Thank you very much. Carlos Calzada, first in. We got ZZ Top Fan. What is going on? Even and all. Daddy Dutch in the house. The Dude Barbecue. I got to meet them and compete against them this weekend. The Dude Barbecue. Larry Vaughn checking in afternoon from South Jersey, waiting on the rain. All right. Ocala Q. Randall Johnson just killing it. We got some information on him in the Bull Printing Wraps and Graphics wrap-up recap. Chase checking in. I'll tell you later. Barbecue. Sean Trainer, bottoms up. Sup, biatches. Welcome back. Thank you. Rockin' A Grilling Supplies. What is up? Hey, everyone. Jared McCrory. Evening, everybody. Rene Sanchez. What's up, Gooder Gang? F-Bomb Barbecue. It's the first time I heard that one. Welcome to the show, F-Bomb. Thank you very much. Cast Iron Cookers. You been following old Carl Davis? Aaron? Are you frozen? Oh, I thought
no. I'm just me. I'm just trying to be like quiet. I got the computer screen on the bottom and the phone up top. I'm just trying to see everything. My eyes are getting bad, brother. I don't know what to say.
It's because you're old, bro.
It is. It sucks.
Jane is older than me, so no excuses. Surge, our follow team. What's up, Gooder Gang? Stephen Peacock. Hey, Gooder Gang. Jeffrey Michael Sistrunk. What's up, everyone? G Waltz. I believe I'll see him this weekend in Hempstead, Texas. Hotshot BDP. Hey, gang. Good to be back. Yes, sir. It is good to be back. Samantha Cherry. What's up? Hey, y'all.
Go Peacock.
Sending prayers to Houston. Yeah, thank you very much. We appreciate that. Los Gordos checking in. What's up, Gooder Gang? Congrats on the GC. I didn't talk about that yet. Brian Fox, new entry video. Am I late to the party? I don't know. Brandon Perriman. What's up, Gooder Gang? Los 239 Grillers. I got to meet him in Shiner. That was a good conversation. What's up, Matt Casper from Rap Sack Barbecue? Who else? I'll wait for Ty to put it on the screen. Send me the link. Maybe. Who's next, Ty? Let's go. Little Gringo. What's up, brother? Fidencio Duran. Good evening. The Smoke King Barbecue in the house. Welcome. Hector Sinega. Hey, everyone. What's up, Hector? How are you? Judge Webb. Good luck. What's up? Brian Moyer. Sup, Gooder Gang? Out of Dallas, Texas. Rochelle Stevenson. Rob, congrats on your GC. Thank you very much. Poochie Cridler. Got to meet him this past weekend. What's up? Who else we got? I saw Brian. What's up, Brian? Caesar Mejia. What's up, gangsters? Oh, we gangsters now. I like it. Bud Brown is the winning rubs. I think he's talking about Texas oil dust. Could be talking about Smoking Magic. Cooking Outlaw. I'm sorry. Gonzalez. Okay, Poochie checking in from Gonzalez. We got to be getting close to the end, Ty. What'd you think, my man? Kevin Hernandez. What is up, my man? Kevin did a great job in D.C. Firebox Barbecue. That is a new one. Firebox. Hello, all.
You have about 50 more, but I'm going to go down through there. There's a lot of new names, so thanks for all the new people that are watching.
Yeah, we got some new watchers. I appreciate, guys. We do this show each and every Wednesday on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch, 8 o'clock Central. Thank you for tuning in. 30
minutes on the sponsor spotlight alone, man. You're getting bigger and bigger, Rob.
Kickin' Ash Barbecue. I got to meet that lovely couple in Shiner. They are amazing. Belle Clark. She said, "What's up, Gooder Gang?" Sean Trainer. It's the brown water. Gets me every time. Shaler. He is big time involved with the All Fired Up Benefit Cook-Off. All right. Right on Cue podcast. Jim Beam in the solo. Yeah, Jim Beam.
Jim Beam, baby.
Is in the solo cup.
All right. Solo cup.
Well, we talk about barbecue on the show. I've teased that I'm semi-retired, Aaron. Semi-retired. I came out of semi-retirement 2 weeks ago. I got one more on this little 3-week venture, which is in Hempstead, and then I'll be at El Campo. So those are it for summer. That's it for summer for me, for Diana and myself. So last week, well, let's see. We went to Shiner, and this week we went to McDade. At a semi-retirement AA run, I've got a first place chicken. I got a second place rib. Got a third place rib. Got a first place brisket, and I got an overall grand champion. So I don't like to pat myself on the back, and I'm not going to do it tonight. But
remember, I told you earlier,
it's nice to know that the stuff is still there. It's nice to know I can go out there and compete with all these guys, because I see. Don't do that, Ty. Do not do that, Ty. It is nice. Do not do that, Ty. I'm just saying, it is nice to know that, because I see a lot of new faces in barbecue, man, and I see the same ones. The cream is definitely the same guys. A lot. Ty, come on. The same guys do it all the time, but it's nice to know. Even though I've only cooked this since November. I've only cooked. This was my 10th cook-off, and normally I probably would have been 22 in right now. And it's really cool. It's really cool to know that I can still go out there and compete with all the new flavors, all the new profiles, all the new thing. Knock on wood. I mean, knocking on my head. Ron. I mean,
the flavors don't last. Right. I told you, that you could take 6 months off and come back and still run the same program because you didn't tell nobody. It's when you tell somebody, that's when it starts to go downhill. So it's kind of, you got it. Stay with it. Buggles never get old. That's right.
They don't. Shout out to Minotti Woodcrafters with that buckle display in the
And
back
what
right
I
now.
like about it, you just held up some boxes, you know, get the big old M. I love that Molly. I love Molly's silver buckles, man. I got a whole stack of boxes. I'm like, yep, I got one on the wall, but you know.
Robert Michelle, he said, why the retirement? It's not, it's just my
It's
kids.
too hot. He don't like it.
No, my kids are getting old, man. My older. She's not old. I'm the one getting old. My kids are 15 and 17. They're entering their senior year and their sophomore year. I wanted to focus. I wanted to make sure I attended every event they had going on, every baseball game. Barbecue will be here in 2 years from now. In the fall, I probably won't be out there as much as I want to be. So summertime, it's just too hot. I said on the Grabbing the Brisket show, I'm old and I'm fat. And those two things that really don't pair together well. So, but yeah, I see all my friends out there doing it. And so I just want to continue to go out there and at least keep my foot in the water and make sure I can still do this thing. And so,
man, it takes like 3 days to recuperate from a hot weekend, you know? I mean, it does. When it just kills you Sunday and Monday, you're like, fuck. And then Tuesday, you're like, okay, I don't want to do it this weekend. I'm good. And then Wednesday, you're picking out ribs and looking for a chicken. And
you know, it sucks. Last weekend, we were blessed to get a grand champion. Shout out to Robert A. Smith. I hated to be that blocker, but I was waiting like a NASCAR. I was turning turn 4, and I was waiting for Robert to slingshot past me, and it didn't happen. So we wound up taking GC.
Put it in the box.
Put it in the box, my man. But yeah, of all things, GC, when your AC goes out, my AC took a shit on us, and we had no air conditioning last weekend. So things happen. You got to adapt and overcome, as Arnie says. Make it work. Make it work. Boom. Whatever. All right. Enough of me. That's fun. That was fun, though. We'll talk about that in the Bull Printing, Wraps, and Graphics wrap-up recap. But are you ready, Ron?
Oh, man, I'm ready. I'm ready. Let's look at these damn things.
All right, this is going to be a straight. We've never done this. A straight hashtag Rate My Box Show. I know the Gooder Gang loves this portion of the show. It is 8:39. We normally start this like at 9:15. We're going to start it early. Ty's going to play some music. He's going to put up a box. Ron and I are going to judge it, and then we'll see. If anybody else wants to come on the show to rate some boxes, send Martin Ty Cobb a link. Actually, send me a link. Please send me a link, and we will we'll do some Rate My Boxes. Let's go, Ty. Let's pull that banner down. There we go. All right, first box is definitely a brisket box.
Boxes.
All right, we've got a lot of boxes, so we're not going to spend a lot of time looking at these things, but Ron, you are the guest host of the evening. Oh, I'm sorry. You're right. My God. Let's get the Gooder Gang checking in. Nietzsche with a 9, G Waltz with an 8. Again, if you give an 8 or 7, please give a description of why you're giving this an 8 or a 7. A lot of 9s in this box right now. We got 1 8 from G Walt. Peter Harrison, that is a new name. Welcome to the show, my man. Lucky, I can't read that. Surge with a 9. Sam Demerit with a 9.
Barbecue, competition barbecue thing.
Lazy Bones. Thank you, Ty. Appreciate that. Little Gringo, you need to let Ron do his gumball machine. Okay. All right, we'll let Ron do the Mount Rushmore a little later in the show. It could change. You never know. And he probably doesn't remember his last time he was on.
You know, I might have been drinking. I'll be honest with you.
So we'll get version 2.0. All right, Ron, let's go. First brisket box. Let's go.
Well, I'll tell you what. First off, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The back 7 slices look really good. The front 2, 8s and 9. If he'd have just had like 20 more seconds, pushed it up, made it, and fanned it back, I'm gonna give it a 9. But I'd love to see those front 2 slices be a little bit more mirrored image with them other 7.
You kind of hinted at it. What do you think happened here?
I think somebody looked at the clock and they realized they had about a minute and a half left to get their ass on a 2-minute walk.
I agree with you there. We're gonna see a lot of brisket boxes tonight. What do you think of the fat on the bottom, Aaron?
I think it's a gem. I like it.
Okay.
Only thing you could have done is take a brush with a la jus and brush that pepper where he had his holes poked in there and stuff, you know. But
Yeah, those first 6
those
slices look great. I will give that a 9. Could have been a 10. Jared McCrory claiming it. That's a first place.
Man, it's a great looking box. As I said, those front two. I mean, if you could have just went up there, just pushed them up just a little bit more and made them a little more even, it'd been banging. It would have been a solid 10.
$37 brisket. All right, you made some money on that brisket, my man. All right, next box, producer Ty. What is that? That's fajitas, I think.
That's what it looks like.
Definitely an open turn in. We got some. Let's go. We're going with fajitas tonight on this one.
You sure it's fajitas?
What do you think it might be?
I guess it is. I don't know. Maybe so.
That's fajitas.
I mean, I'd eat it. Give me a tortilla, cilantro, and lime. I'm in.
All right, we're going to go with fajitas. What do you guys think of this fajita box? Fajita turn in. Buzz with a 7.
Somebody needs to claim that and let us know what the fuck that is.
A dead tiger. 8 if it's fajitas. We'll go with fajitas. It is fajitas. Peter said, not sure, but I want to eat it.
Brandon's like, oh, what the fuck
8,
it is either.
7. 8. Aaron, go ahead and rate this box.
Now, I tell you what, I think it's fajita meat. I think it's chicken. Actually, it ain't chicken because it's too wide. But I mean, still, I'm gonna give it a solid 8 no matter what. It's a little cluttered. I'd rather just see the slices maybe overlapping like you would a rack of ribs. But I'm gonna give it a solid 8.
Is Jared claiming that? Texas City last November? All right. It is confusing. I'll go with that. Next, please. Oh, poker face, AA Ron. You know the drill. I will say, and it has nothing to do with the cook. I do not like those circle box corner things. Nothing to do with brisket or the cook here. 10, Samantha Cherry. What's up, Samantha? 10, Mr. Gabriel. What is going on? 10 all the way. Nietzsche with a 9. ZZ Top Fan with a 10. 9 for the Sheen. Charlie Sheen. Caesar with a 10. I'll go first on this box. That's a 10 all day long. I'm not sure I'm fans with the double burn in look here, and they're not even, but I'm not going to ding that right now. I'm just straightly those brisket slices. They remind me of a beautiful turkey box. I mean, they're just perfectly curved and sloped on the ends. That is a 10 all day for me.
Yeah, I do the same thing. I give it a 10. Now, if it would have been me, I understand that the theory is to go from left to right on the slices for the burn-ins, but I would have rather seen one row all the way left to right. But the two having 10 burn-ins in a box, it's the bottom right-hand corner that's kind of got me thrown off a little bit. You know, that one burn-in.
Yeah, that one in the front.
Box. Yeah, it's a great-looking box, though. That's a pretty sliced brisket. There's not very many guys that can trim a brisket and have it come out looking like that. So that's a very good skill, and that's a solid 10 in my book. I'd eat it.
You know, that front right burnt end could knock you, could give you an 8 instead of a 9 if you're talking about KCBS right there.
Well, it has to be, right, because that's got parsley in there.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I would say that anyways. It may not be though. I don't know who cooked it. What organization?
Could be a non-sanctioned, but if that's a non-sanctioned, I'm sure this motherfucker won.
Oh yeah. Oh, I'm saying that's a nice brisket.
All right, we'll go next box. Producer Ty. Could be what is it? 8 slices in IBCA now?
It's been yes sir. It's 8.
All right, so this is definitely a CBA box
or
an outlaw or a Lone Star. Bud Brown with a 9. Buzz is taking Eddie's place tonight. He's just killing boxes tonight. 7. Samantha with a 9.
Buzz,
Brandon,
give us a reason why, man. You can't give us a 7 without telling us why.
Yeah, give us a reason, Buzz. Christopher Stone. What's up, Chris? How are you doing, my man? 8. I almost DQ'd this brisket box. 10, very uniform. 10, 9, 9, 9. A lot of 9s in this deal. I'll go first on this one. Ty, if you can pull that comment down. That's a 10. That's a 10. That's for me. That's a 10.
10. I'm going 10 all day long. That's very good symmetrical slices. Got a great sheen to it. Got a good bark on top. Got a nice little smoke ring. You got a little lipstick on the top of it. But I say it's a 10. I don't know why Brandon would have almost DQ'd the box, but I'd love to hear what that theory is.
Now, I'm not in love, but obviously I didn't ding it. I'm not in love with that big fat
blew
deal.
hair off his screen. Okay.
I've been hard. Okay, he's a hard critiquer. Buzz Barbecue says, hey, I'm hard. All right, let's go. That's what she said. All right, next.
Again and again.
All right, Gooder Gang, do your thing. I'm going to give me a little refill. All right, 10, 10, 10 all day. 10, 9, 9, 8. 10, Eddie Morales. We'll give this a 9. 9, 9, 9. Don't like the color, but the shape is money.
See, that's the thing that I don't like, a block on one side and a curved, regular, natural brisket on the other side. It needs to be the same on both sides. I don't
think it's blocked. I think it's just trimmed odd.
Okay, so either A, they trimmed it in the brisket caddy, or before they wrapped it, and it became a square on one side. But if you're going to do that, do the other side. That's a symmetrical thing to me. It's an eyeball thing.
I'll go first. It screams 10, but I can't give it a 10. It's something about it is just throwing me off a little bit. It looks beautiful.
I think if you had matched the right side to the
exactly.
left, it would be a 10 for me.
Exactly. Oh, it's Brian's. Swelled up in his caddy. Screams 10. He did everything he could to save it, but
that's it. Those slices look amazing.
I'm giving it a 9. Sorry, Brian. Great one, Case Hahn. Hey, Case, you want a link to this show and you want to rate my boxes? We'll get Case Hahn in here. I did say there were 2 special guests. Aaron was one. I tried to get Josh Hale on here, but Case, if you got some time, get you set up and send your producer Ty will send you a link. We'll get you back on here to rate.
Tender quick my ass. I ain't got no tender quick on it. Shut the fuck up, Case. No damn tender quick on that son of a bitch. Obviously you don't know what tender quick does.
What did you rate? I'm sorry, I didn't hear your rate. What would you rate?
Man, I just said I'd give it a 10 if it wasn't for that one side on my visual. So I'm gonna go with a hard 9.
A hard 9. All right. All right, let's go with the next box. Yeah, I want to give that a 10, man, but it just something about it just.
The sheen on those slices look amazing. It's a damn good looking brisket box, and I said it's a hard 9. If I could just get past that rounded side on one side and the square on the other, now this is just aesthetics for judges.
Yeah, Brian says I don't use tender quick, but okay.
I can tell you don't, Brian. It's all good, man. Case is just Case. He falls on the ice at his back porch. It ain't no big deal.
All right, we got a pork box here. I will keep my comments to myself. 10, Perriman. 9, Buzz, and he's hard on it. 9.5, Bud Brown. We don't do half points. Sorry, Bud, but you want to give that a 10 or a 9, Bud? 10, Christopher Stone. 10, Samantha Cherry. Mr. Gabriel with a 9. Brian said, I worked hard on that brisket, but it swelled up on the hit.
A damn good looking brisket.
Yeah, Brian. Hey, like I said, it screams 10. It just looked odd to me. I couldn't give it. And again, we're the most critical people.
This is just helping people make it better for the judges. That's all it is.
All right, I'll go first on this. I am a 2-time pork champion in the CBA. I like this box, honestly. I am not gonna ding it. I think it could be cleaned up. Just stop, man. Stop. I think it could be cleaned up just a little bit, but I am not gonna ding that. I like the creativity of it. I like the 4, the 3, the 2, and then you got some pulled in the back. And it's a 10 for me all day long. Ron, what you thinking, my man?
Man, I love it. It's good. I mean, you know, it's got a symmetrical thing going on. It's got a pattern. Whoever has OCD tendencies are going to be like freaking out right now. But at the end of the day, it's a good looking box, and I'll give it a 10.
Yeah, I'll agree with what Brandon told Brian. Way to make it work, bro. It looked good. It did look good, Brian. Like I said, screams 10. Just it was weird looking. This one's a 10 for me. Aaron, you said 10 as well.
Yeah, I'll give it 10.
You're not happy about it though.
When I look at this, I think of Josh Hale because Josh is really bad as far as how things line up, and so I like more symmetrical. And the scallop seashell look where it kind of staggered like that, it doesn't scream something I would do, but it still looks good. And I can see where that would be a good looking box in the deal. A little more sheen, a little more sauce on it. I think, you know, but that's just aesthetics. But it's a good looking box.
Definitely could have used a little more sheen, some Charlie Sheen on this thing right now. All right, next box, producer Ty.
Got a little honey in that sauce. I like it.
Poker face. Poker face.
Hey, I didn't budge, man.
I'll go first on this one, but let's get a lot of 10s from the Gooder Gang. 10. Brian, not a fan of the legs of 10 all day. Christopher Stone 10, Caesar 10, Peacock 10, Bud Brown 10, ZZ 10. A lot of 10s. Let me blow this up. I'm gonna go with my gut here. I'm gonna give it a 9. I want to see more texture, more seasoning on here, and those I've cooked legs, and to me those are pulled a little bit. Those are pulled a little too early in my deal. But that said,
what's making you say that? What makes you think it was pulled too early? Because it's a little light under the sauce?
No, because there's no. It's too full on the ends of the legs. That's all I'm saying.
No. So KCBS, you put your best 6 in the box.
True.
That's the way it is. So those might have been the best 6 legs. The other ones might have been pulled back. So
I need to see some bass boating, as Serge says.
But a little texture, I can see that. What's up, Case?
He gone.
I call it bass boat.
And he's a little more bass boating. And it's hard for me. I probably would, if I were the judge, I'm giving this a 10. But as a host of the show, and we're trying to help people do this, it's a 9 for me for those reasons.
It is, but so you can see if this is, I love legs. I'm a leg guy, KCBS, I love legs. And you can see that the left of the photo, they're rounded. The right photo, they're more of an oblong egg shape. So to me, he put the right ones, they were the same. The left ones were kind of rounded. I would love to have seen a little bit more of the same. And I would have flipped that instead of that leg doing a cross. Yeah. I would have went and staggered them, right? One, and then, and I'd have stacked like a ladder going down there. That way you can, and put the meaty side where you kind of covered that oblong shape up a little bit, and then you put a little parsley or kale inside there and picture framed it. So
I got to meet Los 239 Grillers, and this is his box. He said practice run. I appreciate the fact that you are practicing. What Aaron said about that first one, push it out a little bit more to the right. Can you want to share what you pulled that at? Los 239. In case we haven't got, welcome to the show, Case on. He said the OG. What do you think about this box, Case? 10 is perfect. 9, very good. You watched this show, I know.
Yeah, it's not bad. Put all those salads in the box for it, whatever.
Case, where you been, brother? Where you been, Case?
I've been blocked by Rob.
Oh, unblocked Case.
I have been blocked.
Case.
No, you have not been blocked.
Muted.
Ty, let's pull this box down and let's talk to Case just for a minute. Case, can you turn your phone sideways? You remember how to do this? There you go. There you go. What is up, my man, Case Hahn? Producer Ty's in the house too. Come on, Ty. How you been, my man? What's going on with you busting out a Fogo shirt? I like it.
Yes, I actually have this on. One of the many people that Rob has supported over the years.
Did you do your hair to come on the show?
I did not.
Oh, I didn't think you did. I did not think you did. But hey, welcome back to the show. The OG he puts on here.
I can't believe I stopped being one of the 7 people watching the Republican National Convention to talk to you.
I'm sure there were more than 7. So you're saying we have more people watching this than the RNC? I don't believe
Probably so.
I don't believe that. Case, what do you think about that? We had some American crisis going on last weekend. What do you
you brought me on to give my opinion on the conspiracy?
Well, I always want to hear your opinion on stuff, and this is you think it's a conspiracy?
No, I'm just, unfortunately someone did pass away. I'm glad it wasn't President Trump. So
President Trump. Ty, you're do we want to talk about this? What'd you think of the news on Saturday?
I love how we went straight to like Fox News as soon as I got on shit. We went from
You mentioned it.
Like heavy hitting.
I'll play politician. I wanted to come on the show tonight because and talk about this because Mr. Longoria is one of those people from I guess Los 239 or 209.
Yeah, Tony.
He's one of the people that I've really enjoyed talking to back and forth because he sends insight that he's practicing. So that says that they're showing, they're watching the show that Aaron did, where we did from the bag all the way to,
bag to box.
Yeah, bag to box, and then it being ate all up before we could actually judge it, and then rate the box. Case coming on, the OG. Love the culture, and that's what I love about this show. So that's all I wanted to say. In Case, you the OG, homie.
What's up? I'm
man?
going to be at the IBCA event in Schulenburg cooking chicken. I stopped at the barbecue store this past weekend and remembered how to get to the barbecue store. And so thank you for dusting all those guys. It was ironic. They were rolling in RecTech grills right when I pulled up. So not surprised there. So.
All right. We got some Caesar says showbox. He didn't want to hear about Trump right now. But hey, welcome back to the showcase. Congratulations. We started this thing 7 of 17, and we are entering season 7. A lot of 7s. What do you remember about me contacting you with a thought?
Yeah, I really didn't think this was. First off, the fact that I don't know how many people were on that are still watching this. That's amazing because I remember when we got to 10, we're like, yes, we made it. Did you see 10 people watched us last night?
That was pretty cool. We had 11 at that time. That was pretty strong.
There was a time there was a live studio audience with a monkey.
Yep.
It was pretty awesome. There was a lot. I can remember Phil Breeden just randomly showing up one night, and he became a guest. Just showed up at the shop. Man, it was awesome. So.
Good times.
It's amazing the folks that have come through here on this show. I think we started. Good Lord, I think we started with Wade Whitlow. We're like,
he's legit retired. I tease I'm retired. He's legit retired.
So you're not retired. You just had a damn grand champion this past weekend. Totally screwed Robert Smith out of 7. Way to go.
I said it earlier. I was waiting for him to slingshot past me on turn 4, and it never happened.
Yeah. Slingshot engaged. Not quite.
No, not quite. All right. Well, Case is in. I'm going to do the bull printing wraps and graphics wrap up recap. We're at the top of the hour, and I'm going to do the upcoming event segment, and then we'll come back with rate my boxes. Case, stick around. Aaron, why don't you go take a little leak, and we'll bring you back because I want you to think about your.
You think I got to piss or what?
We're at 1 hour in, maybe.
Oh.
You need to. You definitely need to think about your Mount Rushmore and your. Gumball and barbecue homies. In Case, we'll get your Mount Rushmore. You haven't been on in a while. All right. I already know it's Craig.
Yeah. Let me go get some Craig sauce and some rib candy.
In Craig.
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to do the bull printing wraps and graphics wrap up recap for 2 weeks because I had to miss last week. Hurricane Beryl. Case, one time you down in Dickinson, how did y'all fare? You okay?
They just turned our internet on today. That's the only reason I'm even on this show.
Well, nice. See, I'm telling you, man, it's a real thing. All right, so I got 2 weeks to go real quick. There's not a whole bunch still, though. Shiner Half Moon Holidays, Grand Champion Michael Hayes from Homegrown Barbecue. Yeah, don't forget Dr. Smoke on your Mount Rushmore, says Brian Fox. He did put you in some prominence, I will say that. Rhode Island Barbecue Championship, State Championship in Rhode Island, auto to the jack. Grand champion Jeffrey Costa from Waypoint Barbecue. RGC was Bill Gillespie. Smoking Hogs Barbecue. I'm sure it's Hogs, not Higgs. The Back Road at the Hidden Joel. Grand champion Chris Hatcher. Way to go, Hatch from Hatches Barbecue. The RGC. Mike Steele. There he is right there. Pigs and Cows Gone Wild. City of La Furia. 4th of July Backyard Cook-Off. Grand champion Rini Gonzalez from Gonzalez Family Barbecue. And there he is in the comments right now, the RGC. Caesar Mahia from Smoking and Toasting Barbecue. We got the Big Ben Freedom Fest. Grand champion Maria Munguia from Smoking Q. RGC, it was Christine Reyna from Belly Up Barbecue. And this past weekend, there was one event, Case. One event. One in the Champions Barbecue Alliance in McDade, the Watermelon Festival. Grand champion, Diane Arocha from Bullhorn Barbecue. The RGC was Robert A. Smith. First class. Cut it out. First class barbecue. Do we have a video for Robert Smith?
You post videos?
It's the what?
So Smoking Gooder Show.
It is the So Smoking Gooder Show. All right. Are you ready? Yep. You can handle this? There we go. 3.
I'm First Class Barbecue Robert Smith, and you're watching the So Smoker Gooder Show.
You said it wrong, dummy. Do it again.
So Smoking Gooder Show.
One more time.
So Smoking Gooder Show.
Absolutely. There he is, Robert Smith. Send him a note. Mark Suarez, if you're watching, would you send me that video to my messenger or to my messenger, please, and we'll get that going. All right. Where are we at here? Over in the IBCA. Last weekend, we just talked about it. Cannondale Barbecue Showdown Grand Champion. This was this past weekend. Grand Champion Ira Green, Flying G Barbecue. That is number.
I'm Ira Green from Kingsbury, Texas, with Flying G Barbecue. You're watching live on the Smoking Gooder Show. So Smoking Gooder Show. I fucked that all up. Ira Green with Flying G Barbecue from Kingsbury, Texas, watching live. Ira Green with Flying G Barbecue from Kingsbury, Texas, and you're watching the So Smoking Gooder Show.
Shout out to Ira Green. Couldn't have happened to a better person. That is number 7. 7 for Ira. He is going to the Jack. Congratulations, Ira Green. I'm going to say this guy's name quite a few times on the show. Well, a couple times anyway. RGC Carl Davis from Cast Iron Cookers. Congratulations, Carl. Over in Outlaw, we don't have anything in Outlaw until August. That was a live pew pew pew. Nothing till August for Outlaw Barbecue Association. Over in Lone Star, we got the... Okay, this was last weekend. The Llano Rockin' Barbecue Boss Cook-Off. Grand champion was Daniel Rodriguez. The RGC was Randall Johnson from Ocala Q. This weekend, same weekend that Carl RGC'd in IBCA, the day before he went and did a Lone Star. And it was a Thursday, Friday event. Star Land and Livestock. Grand champion Carl Davis. Cast Iron Cooker. Shout out to Carl Davis. Back-to-back GC and RGC in the same weekend. That's pretty strong. RGC, again, Randall Johnson, Ocala Q. Thanks for making it easy. I didn't have to change the names or anything. And then in KCBS, we had the Navy SEAL Danny Dietz Foundation Baylor Backyard Cook-Off. Grand champion Vince Colanetta, Smoking Wizards. The RGC, Get Up Chucky. Adam Martinez from Amp.
I was there for
Barbecue.
that one, and I always love Vince Colonetta's walk-up song, and then Amp Mafia.
What's his walk-up song?
It's the I can't even think of it now, but it's a Black
Taylor?
Sabbath song. It
Swift?
freaking rocks. No. It was a Black Sabbath song when we played at the Tomball VFW at Rock. So
nice.
Congratulations.
All right, and over in Missouri, the Cameron Elks Barbecue Cook-Off. Grand champion Jordan Kirkpatrick from Janky Lake Barbecue. RGC was Fairway Smokers. That is going to be the Bull Printing Wraps and Graphics wrap-up recap. Case, talk about Bull Printing Wraps and Graphics.
Yeah, I tell you, the guys at Cheeto are just fantastic. They recently did a couple of my big delivery trucks. I mean, 26-foot trucks, man, they're awesome. They're getting ready to actually redo the tailgate trailer. My tailgate trailer is now 8 years old. It's time. And so we've got some new ideas that spread the good word that the world needs to know about the blue lot. And so we've got some new ideas that we're looking forward to showing at Cheeto. Have it ready before the football season.
Awesome. I will be attending a few games this weekend or this year for the Texans. I'm excited to be back. Not officially back, but back. All right.
The Texans never win anywhere, right?
Say it again.
They were there like every week. I mean, you didn't have to go anywhere. Just saying.
You know what? They didn't treat me right, so I'm not. I still got some ill will towards a lot of people in the yellow lot. But I'll be back. Yellow hashtag Brian says yellow lot sucks. I think that's not what's going on his trailer. All right, real quick. We're gonna do 2 weeks. We're gonna do 2 weeks worth of upcoming events sponsored by the Briscoe Ranch Cook-Off at the Crossroads, Uvalde, Texas, December 13th and 14th. Here we go. Champions Barbecue Alliance, the Hempstead Watermelon Festival in Hempstead, Texas. That is a state championship. Also, that is not in Hempstead. Where is the Texas Rides Back to School car show? Somebody in the comments, please. That is not in Hempstead. My bad. But that is coming up this weekend as well. It's down south. I don't remember exactly where, but somebody put that in the comments, and I will have that. But this one also is in Hempstead next weekend. It's the Last Chance Cook-Off. This was the Clute Barbecue Cook-Off. It was supposed to happen in Clute, Texas. They moved it because of all the... Okay, thank you, Kingsville. Thanks, Brandon. That's in Kingsville, the Texas Rides Back to School car show Cook-Off. Next weekend, back in Hempstead at the barbecue store, Last Chance Cook-Off. This was the Clute Mosquito Festival, but they've moved it. This is also a state championship. That's going to be in Hempstead, Texas. All right, over in the IBCA, we got 2 this weekend, 1 next weekend. The 19th annual Quail Creek Volunteer Fire Department Cook-Off. You can bring Aaron back, Ty, if you want. We got the Tried and True Helping Hands in Midland. Aaron, you're going to be there.
Be there.
Don't want to add on that? You know anything about it?
Oh yeah. Oh no. Great foundation. It's for their son. They give back to the fire department. But I mean, Geneville and them, they're doing a great job. It's a good cook-off. It used to be in Kermit. Kermit was way too hot, too far out there. Moved to the Midland. We've had it there last year, now this year. So I think this is the 4th or 5th year.
All right. That is also a state championship. That is this weekend. Next weekend in the IBCA, we get the Hill Country Rally for Kids Cook-Off in Driftwood, Texas. Over in Outlaw, Case. There's nothing. We got nothing in Outlaw this weekend. But in Lone Star, this weekend we got the night in Old Fredericksburg. That is in Fredericksburg, Texas. That is also. Is that a fun cook-off?
That's a fun cook-off. I just wish it would make enough teams usually, you know. But got the horse track right there. You can go bet on the horse races. Got all downtown Fredericksburg. I mean, it's a good time.
Nice. All right, we got the that is also a state championship, and then we got the Hotter Than Hell next weekend, Lone Star in Gordon, Texas, and over in KCBS we got two. There's day 1 and day 2 smoking on the Osage in Osage, Missouri. All right, that's going to wrap up the bull printing wrap. No, I'm sorry, that was the. There we go. That was the Uvalde, Texas Briscoe Ranch Cook-Off at the Crossroads. Aaron, you've done that numerous times. Talk about that event, please.
Which one?
Briscoe Ranch Cook-Off at the Crossroads.
Oh man, I love Wade Carpenter. Those guys are badass. You know, that's a good venue. It's got a lot of space, a lot of room, a lot of power hookups. Everybody sits around, hangs out, parties, and just enjoys themselves and enjoys the barbecue family. So you couldn't ask for a better promoter. I think he's 2-time promoter of the year for CBA, and he puts a great event on, has a good dinner, badass awards, and shoot, man, you just couldn't ask for a better place to have a big cook-off like that. It's probably one of the top five biggest cook-offs in the state.
Yeah, 174 teams last year. Case, you've done that one as well, man.
Yeah, it was cold as hell, but it was a lot of fun. It snowed, and that was I did that one. We drove. We saw a lot of snow on the ground that day. So.
Yes, we did. All right. That was the Briscoe Ranch Cook-Off at the Crossroads upcoming event segment. I'm sorry, I'm trying to get a chicken bark video so that I can go take a leak. But Case can handle this. He's been an OG co-host of the show.
This, man, he's a pro.
Yeah,
y'all both have this. All right, we'll get the chicken bark video here in just a minute. Aaron, you're going to be in Midland this weekend. I'll be in Hempstead this weekend. Case, where are you going to be this weekend?
Indianapolis for NASCAR.
All right, there you go. Indianapolis, turning left.
Never seen a race. Never seen a NASCAR track.
Besides Perriman, he's going to be at work. Well, thank you for your service, Brandon. All right, here we go. Ty, let's put another box up there and play some music. We'll go back to the boxes, and Aaron will come back to his Mount Rushmore and Case's Mount Rushmore.
I got a bass boat in there. Yeah, I mean, you know,
hey, poker face. I'll be right back. Ty, drop me down. I'll be right back.
Poker face.
Are we both
Case. Poker face.
Poker face.
Fuck those rules. This is us. We do it your way, Case. Go for it. How come you look so grumpy, Case?
Do what?
How come you look so grumpy? Look all mad.
I wasn't planning to get on the show tonight.
Forget your wrinkle cream or what?
I'm getting old.
Yeah, I can see that. Missing some hair up there.
I was a young man when the show started 7 years ago.
All right, here we go. Case, what do you think? Case, give it a 7 through 10. If you give it a 7 or 8, Case, you got to tell us why.
Oh, this is a 9.
Okay. You like it? Anything about it? No inputs.
I'm sure it's KCBS delicious.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna give it a 10. I think it's got a great look to it. I think they're all pretty uniform. I personally would have loved to see them from the hinge back instead of being 3 on the top, 3 on the bottom. I'd rather see 3 down the left and the right. That's me though, because I don't want to open the box and see the bone. I don't want any judge to see that bone in the middle. I can see that bone in the middle. I don't want them to see that. So I'd rather the meat be showing me and the bones be left and right, and then picture frame in there around it. But I give it a 10 still. Solid 10.
It doesn't matter once they pull it out of the box.
Doesn't matter. It's still an appearance score. And that appearance score, it doesn't matter. You still got to have appearance score. But it's still a 10.
All right, what y'all both gave it 10?
Yeah, I gave it a 10. Case gave it like a 6, but I mean, no, I mean, I gave it a 10. Case said it looked good, but Case BS delicious.
I don't know how I like the instead of turn them sideways 180 degrees or
that's what
90 degrees. 90 degrees, sorry. But it's a 10 for me. That's a good looking box.
I don't want to see that bone. I can see thigh number 2 in the middle of the top row. I can see the bone. You need to turn it sideways, go left to right, straight down. Give a little bit of meat there and not worry about that picture frame around it. But it's still a 10. Solid.
Oh, that was Dutch's box. All right. Hey, good
hey,
box.
Man. See,
Dutch.
I gave you a good score, fuckstick.
Is that personal meatloaf? Hey, we got the world champ Fred Robles in the house. He heard Case
y'all
was
straighten
on.
Straighten up. Fred's on the air.
He heard Case was on. He thinks he's going to be on Case's Mount
He
Rushmore.
did not come here for
possibly.
Case. He came here for me.
Possibly. All right, next box, producer Ty.
Someone's they gotta have to work on the filter game with Bill Purvis.
It's definitely not Bill's box. All right, let's get quicker, guys. Let's go. Gooder Gang, do your thing here. Let's go quicker. Quicker. Christopher Stone with a 9. Serge, 8. I'll go first on this box. I'll get some more scores in here. 9. Can't see the ribs with the shiny foil. 9, Nicho. A lot of 9s.
I think that's the sun shining down on top of it, but
I'm also going to give this a 9. And again, we're just trying to help each other here. That foil is very distracting on this box. You don't want anybody to think of foil here. Make sure you press that in. Aaron's got a great video on how to do that on his TikTok, Texas Old Dust. But that foil is just distracting. It's not. I'm just going to judge the meat here. I'm still going to give it a 9. A little dark. I do like toes. I do like the toes on backside. But overall, it's just messy because of the foil. I'm giving it a 9. Case, you're up.
I'm giving it an 8. I think they're dark.
Okay. 8 dark. Hey, Ron.
I mean, I'm going to jump over there. I'm going to give it a 9. The top 4 ribs look good, mahogany red. I like that. The bottom look pretty dark. I might have flipped those around a little bit and put the best looking side facing out, if you're going to put it that way. Definitely straighten up that foil a little bit just so it doesn't look like you just kind of tossed them in there. But I'm going to give it a 9, man. Looks good.
Yeah, the thing with foil is you don't even want it to be a thing. And to me, this is a thing here. I'm noticing it. You don't want it to be noticeable at all. So there you go. All right, next box, Ty.
4 million views on TikTok, how to put foil in a box. Doesn't lie.
4 million views.
Yep. And I think we got that. Didn't we get that, Rob, like 2 years ago, like less than a week?
Yeah, that was at Traders Village.
Yeah.
You didn't even have to show any titties, and you got 4 million views.
I
That's
didn't.
pretty
I
solid.
didn't. I got it.
Pretty. Just think of you to show titties.
Man, it's sexy.
2 million views. All right, let's go. Here we go. So we got some monies left and right. And we got some cut up monies in the middle. 4 million.
Got some chunks. Absolutely. Got some chunks,
which look like they came from the monies. We got a 9. We got a 10. Bell with a 9. Rochelle, a high 9. She was almost a 10. Almost a 10. Rochelle, why did you not give it a 10? 9. Solid 9. Okay, a lot of 9s here. Case Han.
I abstain. Hashtag 3 meats matter.
Oh, you're not even gonna judge this box?
No.
Keep
Ron.
Rochelle up there and keep Case blocked out of it.
A Ron.
I'm going to tell you, it was a solid 9 for me. It's a good 9. Personally, I'd rather you take the medallions and turn them sideways and put that flatter side down where you have the actual money muscle on the top. Make it more uniform and get rid of that split in the middle. You could have turned it sideways to the right, clockwise about a half a clock, and then you could have just laid them in there. You never would have saw that split on that fat seam. So just turn them a little bit, man. think about when you open the box and the judge's going to look at it. You know, you want a perfect score.
That's the first thing I noticed. Because we know what a true money muscle is. Money muscle is. It's you need to turn that 90 degrees on both sides. The other ones need to go to the left. The right sides need to go to the right 90 degrees, and that would have been a perfect box. I'm still going to give it a 10. I think it looks.
We call that a butt crack.
I'm still going to give it a 10. I can see this. They're very symmetrical on both
it's
sides.
Good, but that's not what we're doing. You can see something, but the deal is that we're judging on appearance, and I give it a 9.
All righty. Next box, producer Ty.
No butt cracks.
Case. Poker face.
What? He has one. Look at that.
No, I saw his face when this came up. Brian Fox. That was Brian's. Good job, Brian. All right, a lot of 9s. An 8 from Stephen Foster.
That's 2 for Brian tonight.
Nicho with an 8. All right, unless you guys are gonna come on, let's go, Gooder gang. Start pumping them in here. Twisted D 8 needs to be trimmed smaller. Trim is a little choppy. All right, 8s. A lot of 8s. A couple 9s. I'll go first here, since Case is gonna abstain. Yeah, I'm gonna give this an 8. None of the medallions are symmetrical, and if they were, they're not in the correct order. 8 for me. Ron.
They look upside down to me, but I think the top is on the bottom on the right column, and the top is on the left column is up. So I'm going to give it a solid 8. On the computer, because I have 2 screens, on the computer it looks shiny. On the phone it looks dark. So at the end of the day, I'm gonna give it a solid 8. But yeah, you could just do a little better trim job and flip them upside down and put the medallion on the top. So,
all righty, producer Ty, we're gonna do 2 more boxes, and then we're gonna go to Aaron's Mount Rushmore and his barbecue homie, and we'll go to Case's Mount Rushmore and barbecue homie. Probably the same guy, by the way. All right, we got a rib box. Yeah, Fred, it looked edible. I wanted to try it too. You're right, not edible. Edible is not the right word. It looked appealing. Christopher Stone with a 10. Surge with a 9. The Dude. I got to hang out with the Dude for a little bit this weekend. Good dude. Stephen Foster. A lot of 9s here. A lot of 9s.
Y'all have gotten a lot nicer over the years.
ZZ
Where's
Top
Tony?
Man. As soon as you say that, 0.
That's the spirit. Oh, I think you meant 9.
Okay. 9 too dark, no shine. Nicely cut. Looks more of a dry rib. It does.
Yeah.
All right.
Looks like somebody went to Rudy's and picked up a to-go box.
Case, I'll let you go first.
7.
Ooh, why?
Sauce needs. I don't know. I think it needs some sauce, preferably Craig sauce.
Okay, I'll go next. It's a little dry in my mind. Perfectly. I think they're set in there well. It's going to be a 9 for me. I'm not going to kill it. Aaron?
I mean, I say they look like they come off the same rack. To be honest with you, the way the cuts are the same and they're kind of the same deal. But at the same time, you got 2 big bones in the back, and then they kind of taper down. So it might have just been the back 4 on the big side. A little shine would have been nice. Maybe a little spritz of water. But I'm gonna give it a solid 9. I mean, they cut good. They didn't. They're not falling apart, and they're an even cut all the way down. So
that's a nice pro tip. How can they help this? How can they help this non-shininess?
A little spritz of water, little water bottle, a spritz of water. Man, it just perks it right up.
There you go.
Take a photo outside of your canopy or your trailer.
Yep. All right, got one more box, and we'll get Aaron's Mount Rushmore. I don't know about this box, but it definitely could be a CBA box.
Well, or a Lone Star.
Or a Lone Star. Or an Outlaw.
Or an Outlaw. Right?
Wingtips optional and Outlaw?
Oh, yeah. That nobody does a wingtip rule anymore, Rob.
Well, if they are, if they're cutting off the wingtip, they're definitely walking. I'll just say that. That's a long-legged bird. All right, here we go. 10, Christopher Stone. Stephen Foster with the 9. Brian 9, hashtag no wingtip. Do not agree. G. Walt with the 10. Nicho 10. Little Gringo 10. 8 from Buzz. All right, guys, if you're going to get an 8, come on, Buzz. Los 239, 9, 9, 10, 9. I want a different angle of that bird. Looks great. 8 for
Caesar,
no
he knows
wingtip.
what a good looking chicken looks like. I mean, I wouldn't cook a chicken now.
A little splotchy. Ooh, I don't agree with that comment. 9, 9. All right, CBA. All right. Hold on, G Waltz. Hold on, G Waltz. Case Han, you're up first.
10.
Oh. Aaron.
I'm gonna give it a 9 all day long.
Why?
I just
he doesn't want to agree with greatness.
No. So to me, it has 2 segments. I don't like 2 segments. I like a plump bird. I like to push the thigh up over the top of the breast a little bit. Have nice one solid chicken. Now you have 2. You have a crevice. It just draws when I look at this, I go straight to that crease between the breast and the thigh, and that doesn't appeal to me as well. Even though it probably tastes great, it's probably a first place chicken, but it just, my eyes go to it. Now this is appearance scores only, but it's a good looking bird. It's a solid 9.
Aaron doesn't appreciate curves.
No, I appreciate curves.
I will give this a 10, but I do. My attention is drawn to that back left foil. Press that in, G Walt. If that's your box, man, congratulations on the first place. I like the bass boating. I like the baked on sauce. Everything that I talk about on the show, I like the no wingtip. This is a beautiful looking bird. I call it bass boating as well. It's really nice. But press that foil down on the back end.
If
you don't
just
want
take
any
that
attention.
Thigh,
you don't want
just
any
take the
attention
thigh
to
and
foil.
push it. Just push it up a little bit, and get rid of that crease, man. I'd have gave it 11.
There you go. All right, we're gonna do Aaron's Mount Rushmore, followed by Case Han's Mount Rushmore, and then we'll go to Aaron's Barbecue Homie and Gumball, in Case Han's Mount Barbecue Homie and Gumball. So Aaron and Case, while you're listening,
The hell's a
Mount.
gumball?
The Mount Oh, okay. All right. There you go. Mount Rushmore is somebody that has inspired you, helped you along your way. Just somebody that you feel has, maybe been a part of your barbecue journey that you want to put as an important piece on a mountain. You got 4 of them. You got 1 in the gift shop that almost made it on the mountain. Not quite. Almost there. And your barbecue homie is somebody that you definitely want to check in with or set up next to. And then Eddy created the gumball, which is kind of like the gift shop, but he's almost in the barbecue homie, but he's in a gumball machine. So there you go. All right, let's put a solo on Aaron, and you're up first, my man.
Man, so my Mount Rushmore, I think I did this last year sometime. Of course, we're talking about people who inspired us and kept us going, right? And taught us a lot. Kind of what we know. So Tommy Smith is definitely on my Mount Rushmore list. He's one of the first competition cooks I really met and got to hang out with, and he helped me along the way. He's taught me so many things about barbecue and helped me with profiles, and I bounce things off of him. He bounced things off of me. That's a big thing for me. So when I first got to cooking, Paul Whitaker, man, we all got hooked up around 16, 17 and just been right there, taking care of things and bouncing stuff off. He's one of the guys that would really just step in and just help me create a profile. Or, hey, you know what? If you're thinking about this, let me run it, and I'll run it, that kind of thing. Clarence Joseph, damn, man, what a mentor to most, most of the cooks in Texas that have ever taken his class or been around him, follow his YouTube channels. Clarence Joseph has been a huge person in my life as far as barbecue competition goes. I just couldn't have done this without him and just some small techniques and critiques that he gave me along the way in a class I took with him, and just to help project me into the future of what I am today. I guess, is it 3 or 4? You got to have 3 or 4.
You're at 3 now.
You got to have one more? Shit. Okay. So I think when you figure going to places, and you figure traveling, and you figure talking to people and what all they do, man, Chuck Long is going to be right there with me. I want to kind of tear up a little bit, but these guys are just amazing guys in my profile. But they're ones that I can talk to and we can bounce things off of, and they'll follow you, to hell's end. So those are my Mount Rushmore guys. Tommy Smith, Paul Whitaker, Clarence Joseph, and Chuck Long.
All right, and you got one in the gift shop, almost made it on the mountain. Who's that guy in the gift shop?
Oh, damn. Okay. Almost on the mountain, but the gift shop. Well, I'm going to say this. There's a guy out there that works his ass off every day. He cooks every day. He does stuff for people. He gives back to the community and never asks for a dime. That's Stephen Powell, Ugly Drum Smokers. Stephen Powell is that guy that you can just talk to, and he will give you a shirt off his back and teach you anything about barbecue he's ever learned, heard, or taught. So Stephen Powell, that's my gumball. Is that what you're talking about? Is that what you call the gumball? We can't hear nobody.
I think we muted.
You're muted, buddy.
That's the gift shop. That was the gift shop, not the gumball.
Gift shop. Oh, okay, the gift shop. Well, Stephen Powell, that's my gift shop.
All right. Let's put Case in the solo deal.
Oh, good Lord.
Here we go. Who's your Mount Rushmore Case? Somebody that helped you along the way, inspired you, been a part of your barbecue journey.
So my barbecue journey doesn't exist without, I'm going to get sappy, but without Rob, because Rob literally taught me how to do my first brisket. So I do appreciate it. For me personally, Rob, you're on there, whether you want to be there or not. Craig Sherry has been obviously a huge supporter. I talk to Craig every other day, use his products religiously. And whoever invented the pellet smoker, that guy, I don't know who you are. I don't know if it's Traeger or anybody, but that guy is amazing. And then probably last but not least, true barbecue innovator. And that would be Matt Pittman. If you haven't tried the new Blanco rub, it's one of the better rubs that are out there. So give it a shot.
All right. Producer Ty will put those names up there. And you got one more in the the gift shop. Somebody that almost made it on the mountain.
It's got to be Myron. He's entertaining as shit.
Myron. All right. No one's putting Myron in the gift shop, but Case Hahn. I like it. All right.
I like it. He's entertaining.
All right, let's bring Aaron back. We're gonna talk about your barbecue homie.
Well, I just want to say this real quick. If you have the gift shop and all, but you always walk out with that last little bitty nugget, that last little teddy bear, before you walk up to the deal, and that's gonna be Tim Kirkendall, man. I'm just gonna say this. Tim Kirkendall is so I'm gonna have 5. Okay, I'm gonna add this. You have the gift shop. I'm gonna
pick one.
Bear.
Pick one.
No. Hey, look, it's my show too. I can add the teddy bear. Okay, the teddy bear. My Tim Kirkendall, but my barbecue homie. Here it is. It's Paul Whitaker, baby. Scooter's barbecue, man. That's my dog right there. That son of a bitch will travel with me. It doesn't matter if it's 20 hours or 40 hours or 2 hours.
I was gonna be offended if it wasn't for Paul. I was gonna be offended for Paul if it wasn't Paul Whitaker.
No, you ain't shaking that stick at me, man. Paul Whitaker he's my barbecue homie, ride or die, dog. He's it. It's all 100%.
And teddy bears. Can I also add things that
Yes, you can. This is our showcase.
Yeah. So then I'm going to add a category of whatever is useless, but we still buy it for whatever reason. They're very annoying. So just think of the most annoying souvenir you can find in the gift shop, and that would be CJ Bean for me.
All right.
That,
so your barbecue homie.
Globe? Is that snow globe over in the corner that nobody ever wanted?
Yeah, like you bought it, but you're not sure why you have it. You know, like, and you look back on it, you don't ever want to get rid of it, you know, because it's got sentimental value, but it serves no purpose.
The snow globe. The snow globe is perfect.
Snow globe, man.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, it's like a snow globe over there.
Congratulations, CJ Bean. You're the first ever snow globe.
Snow globe nominee.
Yeah, congratulations. I'm proud.
Wow. CJ Bean, first ever snow globe. Aaron, all right. You had Paul in your barbecue homie.
I did.
And who's in your gumball machine?
Well, what is the gumball machine? Explain that one more time.
He's almost a barbecue homie. It's something that Eddie came up with.
Okay, well, my gumball machine is going to be Tim Kirkendall.
Oh, there he goes. All right, there you go.
Okay, so I said the gift shop at Teddy Bear. That's my gumball machine, Tim Kirkendall. I had some of a gun. I tell you what, this weekend. So my J3 sitting there. I have a Jambo, but it's a pre-Jambo, right? It's one of the ones that Jamie Gear built out of the shop. It belonged to Jerry King, and I had a trailer made for it, a little rat rod trailer. So Tim had that at his house, and he told me, he said, "Hey, by the way, I left you a little gift inside the pit." And Tim left me a aluminum pan. Okay, he left me and I mixed my injections in a 32-ounce plastic bottle. And he left me a new bottle, 2 cans of Sprite, and a 5th of Jim Beam. And the little gift for me when I picked my pit up. I was like, oh man, only that guy would have thought about it, because I rinse my injection bottle out when I wash them, and I put whiskey inside of their bourbon when I go to the wards, and that's what I carry. That's my flask. So he got me a new one, so I wouldn't have to keep using my injection bottles. So at Tim Kirkendall, man, that's my gumball right there, though.
Awesome. All right, so we do have some more rate my boxes. We're not done yet. We're just taking it back here, taking a break here. Case Hahn, let's go with your barbecue homie and your gumball machine.
My barbecue homie is Rob, because you are my barbecue.
I can't. Am I both on your? I mean, I can be.
Paul was on my Mount Rushmore and my barbecue homie.
I can be. All right. I thought it was Wally.
No, can't be a barbecue. Never mind. Yeah, and then Gumball. Gumball, it's got to be the entire team Toro Loco team, which they'd probably be closer. We'd be homies if I was Mexican, but I'm not allowed. I'm not allowed to get in.
They make brown gumballs. When you get Case to not say something, that's pretty good.
Yeah, that's pretty impressive. Yeah.
When you get all right. That was awesome. That was a great Mount Rushmore barbecue homies from both Aaron Leslie and the OG Case Hahn. We got more. We do have more rate my boxes to come through, but first we're going to do a chicken bark video, and then we'll come back with Mr. Aaron Leslie, Case Hahn, and Rob Rocha. But first, chicken bark. Pull me down, Case.
Edition of Truth Masters with Texas Pit Masters, and today we have with us
Joey Machado with Texas Original.
And Joey, where are you guys based out of?
We're based out of Seguin, Texas, the capital of Texas.
All right, Joey, we're gonna play a little game, ask a couple of questions. You ready to go?
See.
Guilty pleasure.
Chocolate.
What kind of chocolate?
Dark.
Ooh, I like it dark too. All right, celebrity crush.
What's the one from Saved by the Bell?
Kelly Kapowski?
Yeah, that works.
She was bad. What is your worst barbecue injury?
Probably just a bad cut, bad finger cut.
Just how bad is just?
No, like a tip of the finger. Yeah.
No stitches required.
Nah, just put a glove, another glove, keep on working.
Y'all, we are learning tonight that first aid is a serious issue out here. Nobody goes to the hospital after they slice themselves.
No, keep cooking. Keep cooking.
All right, weirdest thing you've ever eaten on the barbecue scene?
At a Kids Cube competition, peanut butter on a grilled orange.
Orange, you glad you don't have to eat that tonight? Mm-hmm. All right. What is one of your cooking pet peeves?
Leaving the lid open way in the toilet too.
Who is a messier person? You or your significant other?
Me.
Okay, he's telling the truth. She's giving us a nod from over there. Okay, what is one thing that you know that people wouldn't suspect you to know?
There's a lot of barbecue drama out there, son.
Like sands through the hourglass, so are the days of our lives.
I think we're going to start the TMZ of barbecue based on that answer. Rapid fire round. Hot Wheels or Matchbox?
Hot Wheels.
Mountains or beach?
Mountains.
Dog or cat?
Cat right now.
Whataburger or In-N-Out?
Whataburger.
Noise or silence?
I gotta have noise.
Chevy or Ford?
La Mamalona. It's gotta be a Chevrolet.
Pluto 956 Cup. All right, salty or sweet?
Salty.
Samsung or iPhone?
iPhone.
Pepsi or Coke?
Coke when I used to drink soda.
Jessica Rabbit or Babs Bunny?
Jessica Rabbit.
Nice, thank you, Joey.
All right. Shout out to Mark Suarez, the Soul Snatcher, and Mr. Roy Austin from Dispatch Tree for the awesome chicken bark, and Joey Machado. That was nice. I got to learn a little bit more about Mr. Joey Machado. Ty Cobb, come in here before we get our guests back on the show tonight. There you go. How you been, bro? You're muted. You're muted.
Oh,
all right.
What's up? I'm good.
How many more Rate My Boxes do we have?
Oh, my good Lord. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 8. We have 18 more.
Okay, let's cap it at 12, unless we go through quickly, and then we'll continue. But we're going to go about, I don't know, we're going to go about 25 more minutes, and then we'll wrap this show up. So we got a lot of more boxes to go, so don't worry. We're going to do some more Rate My Boxes. Do not worry. We're going to bring Mr. Aaron and the OG co-host of the So Smoking Gooder Show, Mr. Case Hahn. Case, you ready? You good to go?
I've got laundry to do, boys. I got to sneak out of here, but I do appreciate y'all letting me hang out for a little bit. Ty, thank you for sending the link. Send it more often. So
I got you, brother.
There he is.
Boys.
All right, Case.
Be
hey,
good,
before
Aaron, always good to see you.
Good to see you, Case.
Before we let you go, Case.
1 out of 4 of my phone calls during the week. So at least 1 out of 4 phone times, he actually answers the call when I call him. So.
Ty, put him solo, but Case, before we let you go, thank you very much for being part of this show from the very beginning. I appreciate you. And it's been like a year and a half now since you've been gone, but I appreciate that. So thanks for coming back on the show. I appreciate that. Yeah. We'll get you back on with Tony for sure.
Yeah, please do. And for all you guys have been watching this show for a long time, man, congratulations. And it's a fantastic thing. And I enjoy checking in, reading the comments, stirring up a few things here or there. I joked with Rob the other day. I was went to pick up my daughter from daycare, and somebody, I guess the lady at the owner of the daycare recognized my voice because her husband had been listening to past shows. And so she asked Carrie, she was just, "Does your husband do a podcast?" And she's like, "Yeah, a couple of years ago." And so I know there's people out there that they're listening to the old stuff and enjoying the show. I truly enjoyed it, and it's good hanging out with y'all. But good luck to everybody out there in Barbecue Nation. Good night, everybody. Good night, for me, one more time. Good night, Barbecue Nation. You too, California.
There he was, the OG, Mr. Case Hahn. Thank you, man. Love you.
See you, buddy.
See you. All right. There he was.
I'm just going to say this real quick. There is only one OG Blanco, and it belongs in West Laco, Texas. There you go, Brad.
You know, Case. Case has got a.
I know he does. He got a punch. He got a punch and poke, but
that's his favorite. That's his favorite thing to do. That's his favorite thing to do is stir the pot, and I appreciate him for that.
They don't taste nothing alike. Ugh. Anyways.
All right. Carly with Give 'Em Hell still has your longest show. Yeah, absolutely. Almost 4 hours last time we did. Where's the Case video, Ty? We can do that real quick before we get started.
One more time.
Okay. Aaron wants it one more. Yeah, that's a public service announcement whenever it does get cooler back in November, December, whenever, January. Yeah, so make sure you
never gets old. That shit never gets old, man.
Make sure you put salt on the ice. That'll prevent that. Case is always reminding us how not to walk on ice when it gets time for that. All right, Ty, let's put some more boxes back up here, my man.
That's why you got to have 2 solo cups. See, you got to have one empty that you refill it while you're doing your stuff, and you got one that's ready.
2 solo cups. Okay. I will poker face. Poker face.
Is that a song? Poker face?
I don't know. Maybe. Gooder Gang's chiming in 10. 10. 11. Chris Goodman. 10. Stephen Foster. 10. Solid 10. 10. 10. All right. The Gooder Gang's chiming in. Hey, Aaron, I'll let you go first with this one.
Man, I'm going to tell you what. I'm a brisket man. I love a sexy-looking brisket. And that box is a solid 10. I mean, if you could go higher than that, you would, but it's a solid 10. Only thing I would love to have seen, instead of 2 rows of burn ends, make it 6 and make it go from side to side. But that's just me. But at the same time, at the sexy box, 2 rows of 8, I'd rather see 1 row of 6. But anyhow, that's a good looking box, solid 10.
Again, we're not focusing on foil, but foil did not even cross my mind. Than
not a bit.
What a great.
So you went straight for the middle. You went straight for the middle of that brisket. That's
exactly.
all you saw.
You didn't see anything on the sides that drawed your attention or nothing like that. This is straight brisket. I said earlier I do not like the 2 rows, but I cannot fault this. I would have liked to seen 4 more burn ends, 2 on each side. To just fill that box if you're going to do that. But straight 10 all day long. Whoever the pit master is, you better claim it if you're still watching. That was a great box. All right, next.
I know whose box that is.
Are we allowed to say it?
I'm pretty sure that's why he did the eyeballs. If it's not, I'm sorry, brother. But that was an awesome box before.
He said guilty. Caesar, what a great looking box, my man.
Yeah, when I got that picture, that's another one where I went back and forth with him, and just the insight that these cookers are giving me makes me look forward to this segment every week.
All right, can we put that box up real quick, Ty? I will say, look at the perfect symmetry.
I'm perfect.
Of 1.
So here's
3,
the only thing
4,
I would have changed.
5, 6.
I would have taken those slices. I would have pushed them down a little bit and flattened them back, and I would have put 6 burn ends in the front. That way you covered the 2 edges on the fat cap. That's it. I'd have just moved the bottom 2 on the outside up and just pulled the slices down and gave it just a little bit more of a layback, and that was it. That's a solid box, 100%. But that's another step if you have another 5 minutes.
I would just say he trimmed that well. He sliced it well.
Damn right.
It's curved well. It is laid in the box well, and the burnt ends are damn near perfect on the bottom.
Damn near.
I just wish I wish I had 2 more on each end just to fill that box. I don't like to see the foil on there.
Caesar, is that a drum or is that an offset smoker?
Still a 10.
I'm asking.
What was your question? What was your question?
Drum or offset smoker?
All right, next box. I'm sorry. I know we cut it off. Caesar said drum.
Okay. Great job. Great job, Caesar. Why you kick everybody's ass?
Can't beat that box with Chris Brown. All right. I need some Gooder Gang comments on this pork box real quick. 8, fill the box, need sauce. There we go. Yeah. Good looking brisket. All right, 8, uneven, looks dry. H, too much green. 9, Daddy Dutch. 9, Bell Clark. 9. All right, I'm going to go first. It's an 8 for me. Even though it's 1 row and they're very nice and symmetrical, they're not centered. It needs to be over a little bit to the right a little bit. I don't like to see the kale protruding out. It needs to be like a putting green. They need to be tucked in on either side. Man, I'm gonna give that an 8. Sorry, go Aaron.
Man, I would love to see a little better trim job on the sides to where it doesn't have a heart going all the way down. That's what it reminds me of. It reminds me of a heart shape, like a Valentine's box. And I would rather, if you're going to look at it that way, I'd rather you go from the top left corner to the bottom right and put it at an angle so that when the judge looks at it, he's only seeing the side 3D view and not the front view. So I'm going to give it a solid 8. But I would like to see a little better trim job on the sides where it had more of a symmetrical look. It didn't look like a bunch of hearts sitting there. But I would, if you're going to do one row, do it from the top left to the bottom right, or the top right, bottom left, whichever one you want to do. But give it an angle so the judges kind of see past that and they don't see the whole front view.
That was Daddy Dutch's. Hey, what a great comment though. If you're going to do one row, yeah, do it from right to left, man, and that way we can see the cut. And you're not going to notice the. I mean, it's pretty symmetrical a little bit, but
it might not have been drive. It's a picture, fucker.
It's a picture.
It's a picture,
all right,
man. Just understand that. Daddy Dutch, go to my Facebook page. You'll see my boxes. That's a thick brisket. I'm going to say right now, she's thick. She's thick.
It's a tall brisket.
No, that's called thick.
She thick. She thick, bro.
And that's THICCCCC. That's
yes.
That's what I'm talking about.
Hey, we got any more beer in here?
I don't have enough whiskey in that thing.
My bad. My boy Case got it. I mean, Ty got it. All right. What we got from the Gooder Gang? 9. That's a tick flat. 9. A lot of 9s. Yeah, I can't give it a straight solid 10. Although it is trimmed very well. Just a little short on the sides. That box is 7.5. That looks like it's a 6. Across the board. You need to fill that box a little bit more, in my opinion. 8 for me. Sorry.
Well, so it looks to me like they used a small caddy, like a 6.5-inch KCBS style caddy. But I'm gonna give it a 9. I mean, look, it was trimmed good, little smoke ring on it. I mean, and they trimmed the fat off the bottom of it, but it was still a symmetrical cookie. All the slices are even all the way down, so they did a good job on the trim. If they used a caddy on it, it might have been a smaller caddy, but it's versus San Saba. So I mean, look, it's one of those briskets. It's a good thick sliced brisket. I like it. It's just about an inch shorter than the sides, but man, I'm gonna give it a solid 9 all day.
Yeah, Peter. I just want to see more of it from left to right. More. That's good. That's good. All right, next.
Same here.
Yeah. Poker face, Aaron.
Oh man, I'm just reading comments, dog. I can't see, man. My eyes are blurry. And I'm sorry, I need a beard trim, you know. I'm getting a little. I'm following the Chris Davis look. I'm kind of getting out there, you know. It's kind of.
All right, I will say, without posting my thoughts on this, definitely got a filter on this guy.
Yeah, it's a pretty purple pink smoke ring, isn't it? But all they're trying to, it looks to me like they're trying to take the glare off of it just a little bit, and it's probably under a canopy or in a darker trailer. But it definitely has a filter on there. But still, let us know. Let's go.
I'll go first again because Aaron, you're a badass brisket cook. Same thing here. It's too short. I want to see left or right. I want to see a fuller box. I'm gonna try and disregard this filter, but it's hard to. Definitely a filter on this thing. It probably looks more natural. Obviously, looks more natural. 8. I want to see it. I want to see a fuller box. Trim it. The trim from left to right, you need a 7-inch trim. This
No, you
looks
don't.
more like
You need an 8.5-inch trim down to an 8-inch when it shrinks.
what?
But,
No.
Yeah,
no
I'm
way.
telling you. Okay. All right. I've done this once or twice.
All right. There's your box, Aaron.
No, it's not my box.
All right, go ahead.
No, I mean, look, the trim job isn't just a little narrow. It's probably a small caddy. You can tell the way it's tucked in there a little bit. It's got some kind of wire screen or a caddy on it to keep it kind of symmetrical. But, I mean, at the end of the day, it's a thick brisket. They did a good job. It plumped up well. I'm gonna give it a hard 8. I'll give it a hard 8 all day long.
Brian Fox says the box is 6.75 inches wide on the bottom. Yeah, I trimmed mine to 7. And I have it in a caddy.
I run an 8-inch caddy, so I touch the sides all the way down.
No problem, Brandon. This is why I got 2 champions on this show tonight. Don't forget to smash that like button. Yeah, if you guys are watching on YouTube, please smash that like button. Does wonders for the algorithm. We are already at the hour watch. I just need 200 more likes. If you're not subscribed to our YouTube channel and you're watching on YouTube, even if you're not, if you go to YouTube, look up So Smoking Gooder Show, please like us on on the YouTube. We're close. We're very close. We hope to have that in the next couple months. All right, next box.
So there's one thing I do enjoy about CBA, Lone Star, Casey.
He completely dropped out. He must have lost power on his cell phone.
All right, Ty, you're in, bro. Oh, there he is. He's back.
Got plugged back in.
Okay, shit. I'm off my mic.
You're good. You're good.
So I like an 8-inch caddy when I'm
Turn your camera to put your beautiful face in the camera there.
I'm not in the camera.
Half of your face is.
What? I see it.
Look at the screen. Look at there.
Because he's got the brisket on there.
No.
Take the brisket off.
No, look, I can do the same thing, dude.
I can see my face on the other side.
Oh my goodness.
See?
There you go.
That's fucking hilarious. We gotta clip this and put this out.
I never even moved my phone, bitch. It's just sitting there.
Something happened. Something happened. All right, there we go.
Put that damn brisket box up there.
Look at my face. I just turned it straight. All right, let's go here.
I'm not adjusting my phone for a brisket box.
Aaron, you got this one first, but let's let the Gooder gang chime in. We got 8. Thanks for the critique on the previous box. Not filtered.
Looks like a hot man.
Come on. That gotcho. That had to be a little filtered. The dude 8 looks mushy. Give Blake Hurston with Short Road Drum Smokers a shout out. He'll hook you up with a 15. All right, there you go. Give Blake with Short Rib Drum Smokers. He'll shout out and hook you up with a 15x8 caddy. 10 for backyard. Hard 6, look like a backyard brisket. Jonathan Lathrop with the brisket. Grab him in the Brisket Boys. I did a show with them. Thank you very much. All right. So we're doing a rate my box. I'll go first, Aaron. I'll let you keep that in. Okay. In this situation, I've said it before. I like fat on a brisket. This is too much here. I want to trim all of that and lower it down. It's going to look really slim. It's going to look really small, but it's going to look really good. If you were to cut all that fat off, I think you get a better result on what I'm about to give you. But to me, this is a 8. Too much fat on the bottom.
Yeah, I'm gonna say an 8. But here's the thing: that front slice came from the very furthest back point of the brisket. The flats up in the front on the right. The way I slice it, that front slice looks to me how thin the flat is and how big the point meat is. It came from the furthest point, so he got the best of his brisket. Chances are that's probably a top 3 brisket, not knowing what cook-off he went to. Yeah, I would like to see a little bit more, about a half of that fat on the bottom or that point meat on the bottom. I'd like to cut it down a little bit, but It's still, I mean, it's an 8, solid 8. Nothing. It's got some stain marks on it. If you're looking at it kind of there, brush it off a little bit, clean it up some, but wipe your foil down, that kind of thing. But solid 8.
All right, Ty, how many we got left? All right, Gooder Gang, do your thing on this pork
I'm
box.
sorry, you said you wanted to cap it at 12. We have 7 more.
7 more. All right, there we go. Yeah, I bet that brisket tasted pretty damn good.
I bet that somebody's needed some onion and pickles. It's ready to go. Eric.
Eric.
Come on, Eric.
Come on.
You know what it is.
That is definitely a pork box.
Is that brisket?
Actually, I don't know. Is that a brisket box?
It looks like brisket. If you really want my opinion.
This is another one. This is definitely this is a pork tester box. Someone said that they were testing, so this is a pork test.
Okay, well, it looks like a damn good brisket box. I mean, like a slice of brisket. If you really want my opinion, but let's get this tester and let's go.
All right, if we're testing here, we're gonna judge the kale and everything here. Aaron, what do you think about this kale box?
It needs to be tightened up 100%. It needs to be tightened up, and you need to put those slices from left to right or right to left as far as corner to corner, and you're focusing on something that it just there's all green and no meat. So I know it's a tester, but it needs to just be a little bit better presentation wise.
The best way I can describe a kale box. We'll take the food away, pretend the food's not there, and okay, there you go. So you want to put a fan on it, and if you think some pieces are going to fly away, it's not tight enough. To me, that's
Too
a tight
loose.
box right there.
Too loose.
Go back to the other one, Ty, please. Yeah, like if I put a fan on that, all those edges, they're going to go away, right? That other box, no. So if you think in your mind you could put a little small fan on this and none of this kale is going to blow away, you've got a good box. All right, I'm 6. Jonathan, we're going with 10 through 7. 7's a personal. 10 is a excellent. 9 very good. 8 fair, and 7 is poor and personal. Okay, Aaron, go ahead.
I mean, presentation wise, I'm going to give it a 7, but it's probably an 8. Okay. I mean, I'm just going to say it probably tasted good, but I'm looking at presentation and there's way too much green and not enough meat. So definitely going to give it a 7 on appearance. Stack the 6 together, turn them from the top left to the top right, kind of have a side glance at it, and then tighten up that kale a little bit or your greens, whatever you're going to be putting in the box, and go from there. But it needs a little bit more meat in that box. KCBS judge would hammer that thing bad.
And I am a KCBS judge. I'm going to hammer it. I'm going to give it a 7. It's I'm sure it might taste good, but I just can't get
Jonathan!
Can't get over the appearance. Hopefully you can make it up on the taste and tenderness. But that appearance is a 7 for me. First time making it. Yeah, there you go. I'm saying push it down. Put a little more meat. Ty, you're going to be up. You're going to be judging the next box. I am going to. Oh, shit. Aaron, you can't go and I'm going. Come on, Ty, get in here.
That's okay. I got this. So go ahead, good again, do your thing. We got a rib box here. I'm not really educated enough to say what sanctioning body this is, but I know that judging from the show and what I've learned from Rate My Box, I like seeing the bones come out, and I like them to be symmetrical on all sides. So I'm going to give this a 10. I mean, I guess you could say something about the foil, but maybe not. I love getting these pictures, and I don't actually know whose this one is, but I remember when I saw it, I thought maybe a little bit too much sauce, but I'm not positive. But I give this a 10. Stephen Peacock with a 9. And I really appreciate all y'all that comment on here every week, you know, getting to see, you know, I get to know your names, even though I may not know you in real life and all that kind of stuff. It's fun seeing the names and knowing what y'all are doing. So I really start to follow, you know, all your social medias. So I appreciate y'all's feedback when you're sending these boxes. One, for having the courage to send it in and have some fucking champion cooks, you know, actually decimated. You know, these guys that are on the show and the guests that come on the show are usually coming off a really huge win. So, you know, when you get the input of the boxes, it makes you tighten your shot group up that much in order to, you know, make yourself better. So that's what I love seeing, you know, and then the interaction that I get to have with, you know, legends like Mr. Mia there, seeing them on the show, seeing what they're doing, hearing other people talk about them. I mean, that's some good shit. That's what I like to see all the time. So keep sending your comments. And like I said, just send in one of your best boxes and send me some comments when you send it to me. And I'll be sure to relay the sentiment of what you were thinking or what maybe your score of your box was. And if you want me to, I'll share that on the show, what you think your score would have been. If you want to share the results, that's cool too. I'll share that. But again, I think see the guys in the back. They're almost ready to give me the thumbs up if y'all are ready. All right, I'm going to bring the guys back, and it's been good talking to y'all.
Great job, Ty. Great job.
Hell of a job, Ty. All right,
that's a good-looking box. That's a shiny box, but I would flip the foil around and put the bones looking at you instead of looking backwards. Does that make sense? So just remember, when they open the box, they do this, and they tilt it, right? So when they tilt it, all they see is where that shiny part of the front four ribs are. But when you tilt it backwards, if you were to flip that whole foil script and put the ribs on the bottom and the bones on the top, then that's going to look at them. They're going to see those teeth. They're going to see those bones right there. And they're going to look at it and say, oh, shit, look at that. And they're going to see the bones in the bottom of the rib, and they're going to give you that score. But when you fold them like that, all you're focused on is them top four ribs. So I would spin it around. I'm a rib on the top facing to you, not facing away from you.
Great point, Aaron. What do you rate this box, Aaron?
I'm going to give it a solid. I'm going to give it a 10.
I'm going to give it a 10 as well. I don't like the right rib. I don't know what Ty said, but the right rib is a little off, but not gonna ding it. I do like the bass boat, and that's why you got first from these. And these got 8th last weekend. Peter Harrison. Good job, Pete. Good job, Pete. All right, next box. Bell Clark. Good job, Ty. Yeah, Ty did a great job. Didn't hear anything, but I'm sure he did.
Just turn them around, you know what I mean? Just take the fold, just like that. Just take the fold to a complete 180, and those ribs would pop.
All right, waiting on Ty for next box.
All right, Ty got to take a break too, man.
So I'm not going to comment on this box here, but I will say, Aaron, I appreciate what you did with the bag to box show. You did a full chicken in a bag, cryovac bag, half chicken and wings in a 2.5 hour show. And you took them out of the bag, you injected them, you seasoned them, you cooked them along with wings, and then you boxed them. I know Paul was trying to eat all your wings, all the ones you wanted to turn in.
He didn't try. He did a damn good job of eating them.
But what a great show. If you guys have not seen that, it has helped my chicken game tremendously. I'm a chicken champion, and I know I can cook some good chicken, but as soon as I started adding some extra stuff in my box, I went from 10, 9, 8, 11, 12 to 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's go. All right, let's go. This is a KCBS. No. Let's go back. I'm sorry. All right, here we go. 9, 10, 9. I'm going with 9. Eric Arnold, 9. Serge, 9. They look gummy. I had 1. Thanks to Paul. There he goes. All right, nice. Bell with a 9. 8. ZZ Top, 9. I'll go first here. You know, we talk about it on the show. Bass boating. Looking a little splotchy. I can still see some seasoning on here, but to me, the seasoning was the sauce was put on these wings too early. That creates a look of not done. You need to cook these things. You need to put a little char on the top of these things, then sauce. I'll give it an 8. I just can't get behind these wings. Aaron, you're up.
Man, I'm gonna give it a solid 8, and here's the reason why. One, the judge is seeing the bone number 1 on the very top at 12 o'clock. He's seeing that bone right there. You have a whole green circle in the middle. There's no wing in the middle of that. You need to have a little diamond right there, just like a crown. So you need to have a little diamond right in the middle. Number 2, it is splotchy, but that just can mean either the sauce was thin or it was so hot that when they dunked it, it just ran off really easy, right? And so there wasn't a whole lot of color. Those might have been cooked on a drum. They probably cooked on a pellet grill, so they didn't have a lot of char to it. So a little bit more color, maybe just a little bit longer. Flip them over, maybe do a couple flips. But in my honest opinion, that's a good-looking box. It needs another row on the top. You have, 3, 6, 7, 8. You need at least another 8 or 9 bones inside there. But you also need to cover up those bones in the middle where they're sticking out. That's an uneven wing. So if you have a chance to put another 6 or 8 and stack them in the middle, make a little tri-star, maybe a little bit of a right there in the middle, put a little nugget right there where they look at it, it comes like a diamond on a ring, be a solid 10.
So, Aaron, you're cooking wings on a drum, right?
I do.
So 12 o'clock turn in, pretty universal cross.
Yep.
When are you putting wings on the drum?
10:45.
Okay.
10:45. They're done at 11:15. No later than 11:15. They're done.
How hot are you cooking them?
My gauge doesn't work on my drum, so I don't really know. I just know it's the way I cook them. It's just a 10 minutes and a 5 minute. They temp out and they're done. My gauge is spun so many times it doesn't work anymore. So I don't know how hot my drum is, and I'm not changing the gauge out. It matches the drum, and I'm gonna roll with it.
Brian Fox says, does this mean I'm doing wings this weekend? This means I've been doing wings since the Bag to Box show, and I've been killing it.
I've been doing wings for 3 years for different events, but I did all wings at the American Royal and the Open, and I was 21st. So, I'll take it. I got a ribbon up on the wall right there.
No one is going to hype yourself up but yourself. So I will say that I'm a chicken champ. I've only done 10 contests, and I'm knocking on the door to the top 10. I'm in 11th place without really cooking at all this entire season. So, I can cook some chicken.
The tip on his drum is his leg here. I'm just saying, when you walk by it, I'm going to say, hey, guys, I don't know how hot it is, but be careful. The powder coat still flakes off of it.
I will say I'm cooking on a drum. I'll put them on at 10:15, and they are pulled at 11:30, so it's an hour and 15 minutes. And then I'm lightly saucing them, so I do not get a splotchiness on there. And I'm putting them back on for about 10 minutes. And those guys are good to go. So
that's a good looking wing box. I'm just saying, if you could just take another layer of wings and put it in between the wing, right? You got 2 like this, and then put one in the middle, and just a little second layer star in between. It's about patterns. Create a pattern.
Now, I do like the layout. So I was just talking about the appearance of the wings. My bad. If I'm going to put everything into account here, I'm going to give it a 9 because I do like the layout. The kale is fine.
Oh yeah, solid. It's a 9.
Ish.
Only thing I would change on this box with those 8 wings, I would have put a 9th one. And I would have put one right in the center, so you could not see the bone on that wing of the number 12 position. That's it.
All right. Fair enough. Good job, Aaron. Next. I'll tell you what. Never mind. Poker face. Poker face.
That's the song. It's in my head. I'm trying to get it out of my head, but like poker face.
Poker face.
Somebody look at poker face song.
Los
Good
Gordos.
song,
with a
Good
10.
song, dog. I'm jamming over here, man. That's some good background music.
Brandon with a 9, only because it does not have a wingtip. I know, Brandon. 9 for Nicho. Solid 9, Eric. Eric is a no wing. Eric is a team no wingtip guy. He gives it a 9. Solid 10. No wingtip, just a little more dark in texture. 10. 10. I like what Brian said about the darkness. 8 leaves it a little more motorboating. Okay. ZZ Top fan. I respect that comment.
I call it
bass. Brandon Perriman needs more bass boating. Bell Clark with a 9. Caesar Mejia with a 10. Hey, Aaron, you are up first.
Man, I'm a big fan of a box like this. I've done 1 or 2 of them in my time, and a few other cooks have done the same thing. But
you did one on the show, bro.
I don't like foil showing between my wings and my chicken. However, that chicken has been pushed up, and it looks very unique, very uniform all the way. So I'm going to give this thing a solid 9. That's a solid 9 because I can see the foil between the wings and the chicken, and I want to see all meat and no foil on the bottom. That's the only thing I'd change. I would just kind of reposition the wings a little bit, but it's a solid 9.
All right. This cook is after my own heart. There's no wingtip. It's breast forward. There's wings all throughout the box, but I do have to agree with Aaron. You could have put a wing in the very front. You could have put one on the left front. You could have put one in between the leg and the thigh. And you could have put one behind at the very base of the thigh just to fill this box. I do want to see a little more bass boating, but I can tell that the sauce is baked in. I want to give it a 10, but I got to give it a 9.
Just remember, hey, I got a box right here, right? So when they hold this and they do this right here and they open this up, right? And they open that thing up on the top, if I can get my hand, and they do this, you see what is on that back side.
What the fuck is in that box?
Wings.
From where?
The restaurant, the Half Acre, man. Some badass wings over there, boy. I had some dinner before I got here, but that's the one thing.
Had a random old,
but also, no, it was an hour and a half ago. Well, before we started the show, but just remember when you lay your wings down and they're laying down, they're not standing up. Always try to present that 3D position, and where they're standing up. If you cross them, don't lay them down because it looks flat. Looks like you just kind of tossed them in there.
All right, next box.
It's a good looking box.
That's a 10 all day. No, I'm just kidding. I just gave it a 9. I want to give it a 10. I really do, but I need some more. I need
the foil missing.
I need some more seasoning. The foil's not bothering me here. I need some more seasoning. I need more wings. Ty, we just did this one, Ty. Oh, turkey.
The other white meat.
I'll be right back. I'm going to get my girls out here. My
Cool.
dogs.
So what do you think? Gooder gang, what you got? We got some 9s. Daddy Dutch giving it a 10. Okay, I like that. 9s. Lost 239. We got some 9s. Come on, guys. Come on. Let's put it out there. Corby. What's up, Corby? I want a sandwich. I asked what I'm talking. I want some bread and some pickles and some onions, don't you? Going 9. Let's see. Slice at the bottom where it's flat. So, yeah, I can see that. Got 9s going on. Come on, Todd. Jump in here with me. Got a 10. Got a 9. What do you think, Ty? Give me your opinion, Ty.
The ones they're different, that we don't see every week, because sometimes like the Gooder gang ask what it is. So to me, like as a layman, as a dishwasher, I want to know if I open this box as a judge and I don't know what it is, if it's not presented to me what it is, I'm not for sure what I would score this. But knowing what I know, that's the only thing I don't like is the front of this one. But
Okay.
everything else, like I want to put it on a sandwich as well. So
Damn right. Some onions, some pickles. Shit. Some barbecue sauce. So here's what I would change is that's a KCBS box, or it's a turn-in box that allowed garnish. I don't really know what they did, right? So all I would change is I'm gonna give this a 10 because of the uniformity on the slices. The turkey is turkey. It's hard to get uniformity on slices if you don't shave in the right spots. But I would have picture framed this on the sides, and I would have put kale across the bottom and covered up the two little waves in the middle, like the ocean waves, right? I'd have covered that up, and I'd have put kale on the bottom and kale down the sides. I'd have made that thing look like it was meant to be in the box, and it was uniform all the way down. I'm still giving it a 10, but I would have killed it and picture framed it to where you had enough time to make that to where there was no blemishes whatsoever. When those judges opened that box, they saw everything exactly where it was.
I'm gonna give it a 9. I can't. The kale is bothering me, and I want to see a nice round cut on the very bottom of that first deal.
Fuck the cut. You don't need the cut. Just kale it up.
No, bro. I don't like that. I want to see those cuts on the very bottom gone, and that would be a perfect turkey box. 9. Let's go next. So this is how I place my ribs in a box.
There you go, Brandon. That's exactly what that means.
I put that bottom rack. Tips forward, and then I'll put that top rack, bones or toes back.
Toes back. Okay. So you're saying you would put the bottom rack, the bottom layer on the top on the bottom?
I do. I place my box just like this. Just like this. So we got the bones on the bottom rack. You can't see them, but you see the tips forward, and I want to make them uniform. And I got the bones on the top rack where you can see them, and I got tips forward on the very bottom. This is exactly how I place them in my box. We'll let the Gooder Gang do their thing. We got
Tim would never let me send a box like this out in the KCBS world. He'd be like, no, you're not doing this. He's like 100 miles an hour inside the kitchen, man. He's all over the place.
Yeah, the kale again. This is appearance scoring right here. The kale's not my friend here.
Well, there needs to be that's the bottom layer, right? There needs to be a whole nother layer of kale picture framing these ribs in to make them look like they're just meant to be there.
Yeah, that black spot is coming from your pit. So get some tweezers and take that off. And hopefully the pit master did that before they turned it in. And this is the picture before that, and they noticed it. But yeah, take some tweezers. Excuse me. Take some tweezers.
Who said that was their box again?
I don't know. I didn't see it.
I can't keep up.
Oh, Daddy Dutch.
Okay. So, man, look, I'm the opposite. I want my bones facing my toes, if you call it. I want them facing the judge.
Toes, baby.
So I want to flip that box around. That's it. And I want you to picture frame. You see, you have way too much styrofoam between the bottom of the rib and the box. So you want to picture frame that thing with kale. Shove the kale down there before you close the lid where the latches are. Picture frame that in. Take a picture frame all the way down the side and then down on the top, and make sure that you snug it like a blanket. Okay? Snug as a bug in a rug, right? Get it in there and make it look like it's very much picture frame with kale. You had the bottom layer in there from the get-go. That's fine. The top layer, set you some kale off to the side, spray it with a little bit of duck fat, whatever. Let it get warm so it's soft, and then shove it down there with some tweezers, a fork, a credit card, a knife, whatever, and just make sure you picture frame around it and get off of that.
Good job, Ron. Let's go next box, Mr. Ty.
Boom, 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 boom.
So we can definitely tell there's no tender quick in this box.
Not a drop.
We can definitely tell the pitmaster did a great job.
They trimmed it from 12 o'clock to 6 o'clock on the grain.
Yep. The
You know?
pitmaster laid it in this deal very nicely.
Took as much fat off as he could without taking all the fat off.
Yeah. Tim Kirkendall looks dry. 8 dry. Hell yeah, 9 dry. 9 dry. For some reason I don't want to eat this. 9 looks a little bit dry. I'll go first, Aaron, because you are a brisket magician. I like it. I like this box. I'm gonna give it a 9. I'm gonna give it a 9. I don't love it because it does look dry. And the thing this pitmaster can do before you close that box, take all of that out of you and paint every single slice and let it drip
top
on
of
there. And even if you have a puddle in the front, that judge is gonna not think it's dry. Other than that, this is a 9. Could have been a 10 very easily.
No, I agree with you 100%. You know, I mean, if it was me, I would take my hand and those slices, I would push them down and I would wiggle them a little bit and push them down just a little bit so that the foil isn't between the fat and the bottom of the tray. I'm gonna give it a solid 9. Take your paint, take your brush, and just dip it in your au jus and just paint those slices a little bit and shine them up to this little hair. But other than that, it's a damn good looking box. The brisket trim was good. The even slices were good. They put that brisket in the box. And they had some time to do that. So hats off to you, man. Great looking box. It's a high 9 for me.
Tim Kirkendall makes a good comment. What do you think about slices? You know, like the back from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The back slices on the left side. You don't see a smoke ring like you do on the right side. Probably a puddle. You know, you've all seen it when you're cooking a brisket and you got a little moisture sitting on top. It's probably a puddle.
Yeah, you can tell. You can tell by the very back slice is round on the top, right? It's got a good concave curve to it. But you can see where it dips a little bit, and it might just be where that brisket had a little edge. Yeah. All you got to do is just trim the top of your brisket, guys. Man, just trim the top of it a little bit and sharpen that up and kind of smooth that over. You got a lot of meat on the bone, so you don't have to worry about it.
But if you were to put it on your drum or your pellet smoker or your offset, and you see a puddle, just wipe it off. Get a little brush and wipe it off, because it is going to offset the perfect smoke ring, and where that puddle is. Nope, there's no smoke ring because the smoke's not penetrating it.
Well, that chances are that was on a pellet grill or a drum, and it was cooked really hot, really fast, and so therefore there's really not much chance for a smoke ring. So I mean, it's just it wasn't done with a lot of smoke to it. So I'm going to say it's probably on a drum, but I don't think it's pellet. There's no puddling because you have bark. So you have bark on the top. There's no light spots where it was washed off. So I don't think it's a puddling issue. I think it's just the way that the crease was on the brisket, and then at the same time the trim job on it. That's about it.
All right, we got 2 more, and then we're wrapping this show up. A special edition Rate My Box Show. Shout out to Aaron Leslie, Case Hahn, producer Ty, everybody involved tonight on this show. Thank you very much. All right, we got a brisket box. It's a KCBS brisket box. You know, we talked long and hard about the kale on the bottom. Tips are definitely being dished out tonight. Corby,
man,
what do we always say, bro? Hashtag shut up and listen, bro. That's it.
Somebody is missing 6 things on this box.
Yeah, up front.
It looks like somebody had intentions for burn-ins, but they didn't put them in there, or they just didn't do it. They just had intentions. So,
all right, Aaron, I always let you go last because you are a brisket magician. I'm going to give it a 9. I don't like the green in the very front at all. I want to see some burn ends or 2 more slices. I don't like the kale on the right side. It needs to be tucked in. in that very front and the very back. But if I'm looking at the brisket alone, I'll give it a 9. 9 is my score.
Is this a practice box? Is this one of them practice? It's got to be a practice box.
Why you say that? I don't think it is.
Okay, well, one, they overcooked the brisket because it's flaked on the left. It's not flaked on the right. So when they trimmed it and they cut it, it was flaking off on that, or it could be a backyard turn in. I don't know. I don't think a true KCBS comp that guy would have turned in that brisket right there because there's no picture frame. It's busted on the left side. That means that usually you've overcooked it. It's not trimming down, and then they left part of it. So I'm going to assume it's one of those practice boxes, but it may not be. And then they're missing the front of it. I got it. Daddy Dutch. Burn-ins didn't make it. Okay. So it is a turn-in box. It was meant for that. So all I would have done is laid your slices forward, and I would have just laid them flatter. Cover up the kale and picture frame around the front and be done with it.
All right, we got one more box in the house.
Good job, Daddy Dutch. I'm telling you, man, you're on a roll. You just did 5 more minutes.
That he was commenting about that one, but I don't think that last box was Daddy Dutch's. I had a different name on it. So
okay.
If it was, I apologize, Daddy Dutch, but I had a different. And they didn't comment, or I was going to highlight their comment.
They went to bed.
All right, can I ask everybody that's watching? We got 45K watching. What does that wingtip do for you? It does nothing to me. It covers up the very top of the thigh or the leg. It covers up the back end of the breast. To me, it does not add anything. To me, if it did add anything, it tells me that it's done because it's burnt on the top. I do like the baked in version of this deal. I do want to see more around that chicken. I don't want to see a lot of foil in here. But I know I was supposed to say poker face. I'm sorry. We got 9, cut that wing off. 9, 10, solid 9, full.
Eric must be on the brown water with me, man.
Fuck a wingtip, bro. Looks like a bird physically. Oh, the bird looks not physically handicapped. Okay. Hey, there's a lot of really good handicapped birds out there. Just saying. All right, Aaron. I kind of made my comments known already, but I'm the chicken master. You're the brisket master. Go for it.
I'd have snipped before I sauced it. I would have snipped that burn in off that wing a little bit and trimmed that wingtip down. But at the end of the day, I would have turned it and I would have put the leg in the bottom left corner and the breast in the top right corner. So you have, when they go to it into it, they would have just went straight for that side of that breast meat. But I think it's a good looking bird, to be honest with you. It's a solid 9 for me. I think it's got a good texture to it. I know it's got a flash going on or a LED light somewhere, but at the end of the day, I think it's a good looking bird. It's pushed up. It's got no creases. Just snip off that wingtip before you sauce it.
All right. After all that, what I said, I still want to push the very top of that bird right a little bit. I want to cover that foil on the right side, and I want that breast to be more forward, more pronounced. You heard what I said about the wingtip. I'm still giving it a 10. It's baked on very well. I get some bass boating. I can tell it's cooked from that wingtip at the very end. It's a 10. Solid 10. I just want to see some more in the box.
I call it bass boat.
Bass boating. All right. I think that was Cesar Mejias, by the way.
I mean, it's a good-looking bird. I'm telling you. And he was able to get almost 12-6 in the box, which means that chicken was a pretty small chicken. So, hats off, man. It's a good-looking bird.
All right, guys. Well, thank y'all for sticking around 2.5 hours. We did a straight Rate My Box show. Shout out to the OG co-host of the So Smoking Gooder Show. We're talking about Mr. Case Hahn and, of course, Ron. What's up, bitches? From Texas, Oil Dust. Thanks for stepping in place of Mr. Eddy Morales. But what a great show. We had a lot of boxes to, hopefully we're not killing these things. We're trying to help these guys. What do you think about that, Mr. Aaron?
I tell you, I think from the time that we started this Rate My Box to the time to tonight, I think more cooks, about 90% of the cooks have upped their game. And I hear it every weekend. Dang, the comments you get. And so it's even at cook-offs, no matter what sanctioned body, what alphabet soup you cook, people always talk about it. So I love it. I think it's a good thing. And this is how people learn without learning. This is free advice that makes you think outside the box, because only certain people can think three-dimensional. And, it's hard for someone to do that. It's like a recipe. You can't be a recipe. You got to be a cook. Well, you can't put your shit in a box if you don't have some kind of insight on what other people are thinking about. So you got to be creative.
Producer Ty, what do you think, bro?
I think that I'm not going to be able to talk much because it looks like my internet's real shaky. But while it's not, I'll say that the interaction that I've had over the last couple of weeks, as we've started to get more and more boxes, I know some people say, "Oh, my box didn't make the cut," but I mean, I still have a file. So if you send me boxes, I'll just start keeping them. I still got 10 in this file. So I really appreciate the interaction I've had with the teams, getting to know what team you are associated with your name, and just the different practices, and then to be able to take this harsh critique, and then get better from it. I mean, that shows a lot of resiliency. So, I appreciate the culture, because I've likened it 1,000 times to the military preparation that goes into this for you cooks. It's a lot of what I do. So a lot of what I did in the military was targeting and profiling and making sure that the common operator was there for commanders. So the insight that I get into the cooker, it makes me want to celebrate the personalities, the shows. I'm starting to have people recognize me. Oh, you're Producer Ty. When I go to these cooks, and awesome. People just come up and shake my hand. It's all because of the camaraderie that my family. Every Wednesday and Thursday, my week's taken up with podcasts. So to be able to share this and have this outlet so that I don't have to be away from my family as much, it's an outlet for me to be able to, exercise my brain maybe the way I did in the military. So it's very therapeutic for me. And I hope that comes across in the interactions that I have with you cooks. And then when on Thursday, my family gives me up again for my podcast, the Shameless Plug Triple Threat Vet podcast.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. 2 nights. So it's very therapeutic for me to get to do this stuff. Love hearing the inside. I know it's harsh critiques, but the Gooder gang, you guys got tough skin, and I'll get to your box. Keep sending them in, and I'll get to them.
Absolutely. All right, for Producer Ty, my name is Robert Rocha, Aaron Leslie. Hey, this is not lost on me. 2.5 hours in, 45 people still watching this show. It's amazing.
Rob, we need a shirt. So Smoking Gooder Show, Producer Ty shirt. I'm telling you, man, we got to have Ty's got to have a shirt for the show.
We do. We need one. We do need one. But hey, guys, it's not.
I know a guy. I'll have it designed, and we'll sell that thing, and we'll give the money to the Texas Chrome Foundation.
There you go, baby.
25% of the funds. Got Your Six Culture has a deal.
Producer Ty.
And at the end of the year, they give money. Absolutely, we'll make a shirt, and you cookers can. Support the Texas Chrome Heroes Foundation.
Absolutely.
Fucking Daddy Dutch.
I do want to give a shout out to the Gooder gang. It's not lost on me. You guys are still here 2.5 hours later just watching the Rate My Box. I know you guys love this, and we love bringing it to you. If you guys have any suggestions or thoughts, Jared McCrory did the Mount Rushmore. That was awesome. If you guys have any suggestions or maybe things that you guys would like to see on the show, send me a message, Rob at Bullhorn Barbecue, or send me a message on Messenger, Robert Rocha. I'd love to hear your thoughts, man. But we love doing this. I love having
good
people.
Idea right there.
I love having Producer Ty. I love having the OG Case Hahn. I love my co-host that's there, Eddy Morales, and our special co-host tonight, Mr. Ron from Texas Oil Dust. Thank you guys for sticking around with us. We appreciate you guys. And if you guys are in Hempstead, come say hello. If you guys are in Midland, say hi to Aaron. And we'll see you We'll see you next week on the show, 8 o'clock Central. You know where to be, right here watching the So Smoking Gooder Show. Close us out, Case. Ty wasn't ready.
Well, good night to all of you wonderful people in Barbecue Nation. You too, California.